think I remembered to unmute myself on OBS. Yes, it looks.
I hope so. That's one of the most important buttons of all.
Well, generally, yeah, but I can also just hit it again if I have to.
Is that true? Do they allow you to do that?
Donkey Kong. Okay,
Dunk Kong.
they're gonna dunk him.
They're dunking him! Donkey Kong Chino, is this anything?
Not
I
especially,
just
but I
woke
love
up.
you. Morning.
Thank you, honey. Good morning.
I suppose it is still morning for you, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Granted, I'm not supposed to have just woken up.
No,
My alarm
no.
went off 4 hours ago.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Cricket! What's up?
Hello.
Howdy.
Hang on, I have to fix a typo that I almost made, where I almost called this a shirt stream instead of a short stream.
I mean, I think we both have shirts. I've got one. Do you got one?
I don't know why I had to look down to confirm when I can, like, literally feel the shirt on my body, like, physically, yes.
No, I also had to do that.
Oh, hang on a sec. I just gotta make sure my boobs are still here. Yep. Alright.
Hang on, let me check. Oh yeah, they're here.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta post this shit up.
Queen.
Just one more week until my wife gets to see my boob jokes in person.
I get to see your jokes?
Because you know I swang those things around for emphasis. You know I do.
I know, but usually jokes are...
Bonus BB.
Oh, I suppose no, sometimes a joke is a visual joke, huh?
Physical comedy, baby!
Oh, we're off to a great fucking start, huh? Hi, everyone.
Hello.
I have to remember to finish posting.
You do.
And did I do Tumblr? I didn't do... It's very I was
I
tired
gotta
this
blog it on
morning.
Tumblr because that's the site I use.
Yup. I was tired this morning, so I was like, oh, it might be a bit of a slow start to get going, and then I was like, well, I should eat lunch. A big fucking soup for lunch.
You had to have a big soup, and I had to gain consciousness.
Yeah, you did. I mean, I was just gonna start it without you if you were still sleepy or if you weren't, you know, up to it.
Oh, good. I was worried when I woke up late.
No, it's okay. We talked about this last time. Or I guess, in not last time, but we talked about it private.
Mm-hmm.
Water. Had a chicken soup. We got a chicken soup from a local barbecue place that does mostly like chicken and ribs, and they're just like a little place, just kind of like on. At least like when I was younger, more or less on the side of the road. I feel like they've like built up more stuff in that area now. And I literally don't remember what the place is called. I just know they do chicken and ribs, and the family always calls it, hey, let's go get chicken and ribs. And they also do soup. They do like a chicken soup. And so we got chicken soup, and I had chicken soup leftovers for my lunch. And it was good, and I was so engrossed in soup that I forgot I was tired. And then also was like, what time did I say stream was gonna start? Eventually, whatever. So it's now.
It's now.
It's now. Stream's gonna be short today, just because the way I have like bunched up the old commissions, I have like different like screenshotted lists of them when I was going through like the ones that people left, and I didn't finish one of them last time, so I'm gonna finish it now. Two, I'm not feeling super hot today. I'm still tired like yesterday. And I feel like this always happens to me if there's like a stream of a thing that I don't do for a while. I end up feeling like really anxious about doing it again, especially as more and more time goes on, and so I was like kind of dreading it a little bit, and then it was just like, well, if I get back into doing it, I'm going to feel better about it, and then I'm going to feel good about doing the thing that I enjoy doing. And so that'll help with the not feeling good about it thing, you know? something self-care is doing the hard thing sometimes. But it's a little bit funny to say that this is A, self-care, and B, the hard thing when it's drawing bad pictures of lions, but, like, you know what I mean when I say that, right?
And yet it's still true.
Oh, it's not even about, like, being rusty at it, Plasmir. It's just, I don't know, something about, oh, it's been a long time psychs me out for whatever reason.
No, same. I can think of like 12 different things that I am avoiding and letting get worse because after a while it just becomes the big scary thing in your brain.
Uh-huh.
And then you do it and it takes 5 minutes and then it's like, oh, that was easy actually, what the fuck is wrong with me? And then you repeat this process for your entire life.
Well, I don't want to speak for you too much here, honey, but I think the what is wrong with me part is that we're mentally ill.
No, that's so.
That's certainly at least part of it, you know?
I was just talking to a friend this morning about how multiple, like, anecdotes about me from my parents about literally minutes after birth I think should go into some kind of diagnostic criteria.
What?
Because I popped out and then immediately stared at everything and refused to sleep, and I think that should go in the DSM-5 for ADHD.
Oh, you came out a scary baby. That's awesome.
I did! People thought I was a haunted doll.
Out she comes, fresh out the thing. Just staring at motherfuckers. It's great.
Literally.
Like, all right, you fuckers brought me here. I'm about to start looking at all of it.
Staring at everything, white as could possibly be, world's whitest baby, full head of hair.
You had a full head of hair?
I had a full head of hair.
You didn't even pop out with the single cartoonish baby hair.
Nope, full baby doll curls.
You didn't even come out with Final Fantasy XIV hairstyle contest. I want my hair to look like a baby.
I never got to have hair that looked like a baby.
What do you mean? You had hair when you were a baby.
Plasmir, you're right, assigned weird girl at birth.
Yeah.
Technically assigned weird girl in the womb because I come from a long and beloved line of weird girls.
Is that good? I think that's good.
I think it's good.
Yay!
Sources differ.
It's hard to say if this is bad or good. Our top scientists are looking into it.
The top men.
The top men from Super Mario?
They should add the baby hair to Final Fantasy.
They are honestly really stupid for not having done it. I'll say it.
It would be the world's most powerful hairstyle.
People would spend lots of money on it. People would spend lots of money on it. I see the shit that they put out in the cash shop, and people are like, yeah, that's nice, I guess I'll buy it. People would... single curled hair like a baby would sell like hotcakes. It would sell like hot snakes.
The hot snakes?
They would make all the money. And then they would be able to fund Final Fantasy XIV too. What were we fucking talking about seconds before stream when we were talking about Final Fantasy 2 too?
Because we were mourning the lack of Donkey Kong Country 2 too, and then you said, why didn't we have a Final Fantasy 2 2? We had Final Fantasy X 2 and Final Fantasy 13 2, and we said that they did all the 2 that they wanted to in Final Fantasy 2. They got all their 2 out.
They did get all their 2 out. I forgot. Right, I was testing like audio levels to make sure things sounded okay, and I just pulled up like a Donkey Kong Country song. And what the fuck? Something about you being the famous... You're the world's #1 fan of Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Conquest?
Because you were having me test my microphone
right.
over DK2.
DKC2.
DKC2. And we were talking about how I famously love this music so much and this game so much. It's my favorite in the world. Everyone is always saying, Puzzle Gaming Nerd, she loves Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy Kong's Quest so much, it's a fucking problem. What's wrong with her? Jesus Christ. Can we get her help?
What's wrong with her is that they never made Donkey Kong Country 2 too. So there was never another one. And then I remembered that they made Final Fantasy games that were, you know, a Final Fantasy game with a 2 after it, because, you know, when you have an anthology series and you have the unrelated ones and you want to signify it's a direct sequel, you call it Final Fantasy 13-2 and Final Fantasy 10-2, which is still so funny to me. It makes sense, but it's really funny. You can't be hitting me with read-only monkeys at this hour of the day. That's not okay. I also had a late start. I'm still fucking groggy. I can't parse that yet. It's very cool here today. It has been for the past couple of days. It's been very cloudy and a little rainy, and there's been like a cold front moving through, so it's been like below 20 degrees. It's gonna heat up again soon, but I've been enjoying, you know, having all the windows open when it's not pissing rain. It's been nice.
Hell yeah.
I'd like to go for a walk later, but it might also rain a lot later, so
We see.
we'll see, I suppose. And we got tabletop tonight. The tabletop is usually happening well beyond the hour I want to be out walking, so
Uh-huh, yeah, we start late East Coast time.
not super late, but it's, you know, sun is going down late. Loathe getting up early, but it's nice to have more time in the day. I get what you mean. I've been sticking to like a bit of a later wake-up schedule lately, just to like help myself stay used to West Coast time. It's been okay, but a little bit weird, where part of me is like, yes, it feels great, I get to sleep in, and then part of me is like, but where's the morning sun? And I'm going to bed so late, why is it so dark?
Hopefully it means a good time with lots of morning sun once you are on the West Coast again soon.
I mean, yeah, but then also, you know, you like waking up late, and I don't want to necessarily get you up early if I don't have to.
Honey, you can get up and let me sleep. You know I sleep through anything.
But then my wife isn't there. But then if I wake her up, I'm history's greatest criminal. You know? It's the world's most difficult conundrum with basically no solution.
This is very fun. I think it says a good thing about our relationship that one of the hardest things that we have yet to find a solution for is the fact that I am deeply a night person and very tired all the time, and you are very much a morning person and love outside and the sun.
I'm not super high energy, but I'm maybe in those regards a little more peppy than you.
Compared to woman who will stay in apartment for like 3 full weeks before going, oh, you know, I'm getting a little stir crazy. Maybe I should take a quick walk.
I do that for like more than 3 or 4 days, and I feel like my arms are gonna fall off of my body. I gotta drag you into the sun. You gotta get your vitamins.
It's true. It's true.
I'm gonna make you go swimming with me, or at the very least, I'm gonna make you come out so you can enjoy the fresh air.
And I get to see my hot wife swimming. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
So basically, there's no downsides.
No downsides. I need to be by the pool with a big hat and a fruity little beverage, watching my hot wife do laps. This is how I'm meant to live.
Sounds pretty good. Had the Monster Hunter Wilds presentation playing in the background by accident, and was like, I didn't know Holly's Lobby playlist had a German guy talking. Oh man.
That would be a really funny thing to sneak into a stream playlist. Is just a full like conference in a different language.
Just
like
taking
30
like,
minutes.
a handful of songs, 10, 20 of them, and splicing in audio of just like German presentations about really mundane shit.
Just find like an academic conference with like 3 views on YouTube.
Yeah, you can finally put on pants in Monster Hunter if you're playing as a woman. It's wild.
After all these years.
I'm about to say no one understands, but I'm sure you do understand if you've played these games and you're anything like me. But no one fucking understands how hard it is to play those games and to try and put together, like, a mixed set that looks good, or, like, you know, a transmog once they finally added transmog to the series, that lets me wear, like, armored pants, or pants at all, that, like, aren't exposing my thighs or ass. Like, sometimes the best I fucking get is I have to settle for, like, leggings. And now they're just gonna let men be sluts also. It's great.
Thank God.
Like, let's go.
This is truly what we as a society need. We need huge, buff women with big weapons and hot full body armor, and men who are sluts. The world needs this, and I'm not joking.
Men can finally wear Darok's plate body? Now hang on. I think men have been able to do that since about 2007. Give or take. I kind of wanted to shoot the shit a little bit before I get to the drawing bits. So I'll warm up a little. So does anyone remember Concord? PlayStation video game Concord? They're at, like, the big PlayStation conference that was, what, a couple months ago? We were watching that in, like, a hotel on the day before I flew back to Montreal, right?
Yeah, because it was game season.
Right. The Guardians of the Galaxy one? Yeah! Where they put out the trailer and it's like, oh, okay, this seems neat enough, I suppose. It's like, they're doing kind of a Marvel-ass thing, sci-fi thing, but hey, sure, a new IP in like a sci-fi world sounds interesting, and they're seemingly putting like a big focus on like the characters and the designs of the characters and like the world or whatever. And then in the middle of me thinking all of that, they hit me with, oh yeah, and it's a hero shooter. It's like a 5v5 or a 6v6 hero shooter or something, and it was like, oh.
The sheer, like, high and low of us watching that, seeing this Guardians of the Galaxy ass banter and being like, sure. Seeing that they actually had, like, some cool character designs and some, like, bits of fun writing, being like, okay, maybe this is something. Maybe there's a diamond in the rough here. Maybe they can make this work. Maybe they can pull it back. And then the crash of it's a hero shooter.
Yeah, it's a hero shooter. Okay. Click Alice, I'll keep it short because I talked about it to death on a previous stream, but Gamescom opening night fucking sucked. Anyways, so news came out recently, like today or the other day or something like that, that Concord has been in development for like 8 years, more or less. Like, it has been in dev for a long time, which is kind of abnormal for this day and age of game dev. And I'm thinking, oh, wow, huh. That's weird and wild and kind of scary. And then I'm thinking about it for a sec, and I'm like, what? Did anything in particular happen 8 years ago that spurred them on to make this video game? And I saw someone else had the same thoughts, because I saw someone posting the release date of Overwatch. The first one, Overwatch. And that was 8 years ago. And it's it's so dire. I feel for the devs to some degree, I think. Where like you see a thing come out and you go, oh man, this is neat, this is cool, why don't we try making like our own spin on that and putting that up there and see how that goes. And then it's 8 years later and like the saturation of that market has come and gone, and people are generally kind of tired of that kind of video game. And then your shit comes out after all of that, and the fatigue is there, and then it's like, okay, well now we're here, we have our open beta that people can try out, and what is their direct competition right now? Well, it's Overwatch again!
Overwatch 2!
Which people are sticking to because it's Overwatch again. And the Marvel one that is coming out soon and had a bunch of betas recently, which people are going to because it's Marvel and it has Marvel money and they like the Marvel property, it's Marvel. They're trying to make a Guardians of the Galaxy type of game and they're going up directly against Marvel, and it's like, oh dear. Oh dear. And then like the Valve hero shooter thing that's rumored is on the horizon, and it's like, well, this game is trying to sell you on like, yeah, look, and it's a hero shooter with tight, fast gameplay, and we've also got like cool and interesting characters and character designs in a world that's expansive that we want you to care about, which will make you care about by including these like animated shorts every week or so to like show you an ongoing story. And it's like, well, I guess first of all you can see how that went for Overwatch. The people have been playing like the betas of Concord, and most of their thoughts have just been like, well, the gameplay's alright, and the character designs are fine, I guess, and it's difficult to care about this expansive world that you're trying to sell to me in a video game where I can't interact with the expansive world you're telling me about. It's funny seeing someone bring up Battleborn. I don't think Concord is quite as arrogant as Battleborn was, because I just kind of think that about a lot of things that Gearbox has made in general. But it feels so unfortunate that it's the game that it is, coming out at the time that it is, having been in dev for as long as it has. Oh, and at the very least, you know, Valve games tend to have pretty solid character design, and they don't try and go like, no, you have to care about this big world that it's in or whatever. It's like, nah, here's just fucking Dota 2. Put out some comics every now and then if you're into that. Here's some weird guys. I feel for them, but also, I don't know, I'm maybe a little jaded, but the game didn't look especially good from what I saw of it. And I was kind of turned off of it day one from that trailer. Valve should be doing new and scary stuff. Yeah, they're putting out a real alive skeleton pretty soon, I heard.
Is that true?
Yep.
Wow.
And he's really hungry, by the way.
Is that good?
Well, here's the problem, is he won't tell us hungry for what.
That's always hard. It's like, we know you're craving something specific, just say and we'll get food.
Thousands are injured. And it's coming in a couple months, I've heard. Awesome message from the Killar in chat saying, I don't believe
it. Great username.
It's like making a dumb bit for 3 minutes, just like breaking news. Frankenstein come out of the evil castle and he's exploding of blood all over the city. And someone in my chat, username of Draculax, comes in and says, I don't see what the big deal is, the sound's made up. the last game they released was Half-Life Alyx? I think so? Or was that one, like, engine remake thing of Half-Life 1? I don't remember when that came out. Artifact was before Alyx, wasn't it? Oh, right, they put out, like, the Aperture Steam Deck whatever thing. People thought was cute.
Oh, yeah.
Desk job. There's been a couple things, and also, you know, there's been the talk of, like, they're working on stuff internally for years. And then if any of that ever comes to light is anyone's guess. Also, I guess they're working on Steam.
I suppose Steam does still exist, yeah.
They are still working on and supporting that thing that makes them all the money in the world.
The world's most money ever.
I don't know about the most, but...
The world's several money ever.
Maybe a couple. Couple of bucks here and there. It appears they have it. Supposedly they're working on something Half-Life related. I'm sorry for laughing. I'm sorry for laughing at your message that is well-meaning and as far as you know, like, just what you have heard. People have been saying that about Valve since they put out Half-Life 1. They're gonna cut out the middleman and just release episode 4. It's coming.
That'd be the funniest way to do it, I think.
There was some leaked stuff semi-recently. There's been leaked stuff all throughout the years related to new Half-Life stuff, and also most of it never came to fruition. That's just how it goes! That's Valve! That's the way of it! Gender Freeman is coming eventually, I'm sure, but... This is probably a little mean of me to say, but hearing that stuff always just makes me think of people going like, alright, I have it on good authority that Nintendo is working on the next Mario game, or the next Zelda game, and it's just like...
Yeah. Of course.
You know, I think they might be right.
That is what they do.
I think the Valve should make GLaDOS real so that everyone I follow can be split 50-50 between people making they made the Torment Nexus from the book Don't Make the Torment Nexus jokes, and the other half can be lesbians getting really horny.
Uh-huh.
That's my take.
Switch 2 is coming out soon. Oh my god, this is...
They have all but actually announced it, because every time there's an announcement they say, we're not talking about the Switch 2 today.
It's gone on for so long that they keep having to go. Every time that they announce, like, yeah, there's gonna be like a news drop, you know, in a couple months or in a couple weeks or a couple days or whatever. Every time they do that, they keep having to go, okay, guys, don't worry. We know, you know that we're going to make another console. Don't worry about it. We're not gonna tell you yet. You're gonna have to wait a bit longer.
It's possibly the funniest way I've ever seen a rumor system be confirmed in my life.
The Nintendo Museum thing, they're like, we're gonna do a direct about the Nintendo Museum, and they had to go, guys! Listen! We're not announcing the Switch 2! At this
We're
event.
not talking about the Switch 2 at the Museum Direct! I still have to watch that so I can turn my scholar brain back on.
I watched it, and I was not super into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were talking about it.
The kinds of things that I would find, like, cool and interesting about a video game history museum seem like either not present or like extremely not the focus. It feels mostly like it's like an entertainment thing, which is like, yeah, I suppose Nintendo is makers from smiles. That's what they do. But also, it's like there's the giant cabinet room that they have of like, yep, here's a bunch of things Nintendo worked on before we like got to making video games. And they're like, we're very intentionally giving you very little information about it, and it's like, but I want the information. This is the history museum section of it. I want the information. And like,
yeah,
there was no fucking way Nintendo of all people was ever gonna put out like, you know, old unreleased concept stuff and like prototypes and things like that in their museum. But man, it would have been cool, you know? They never would have done it.
Imagine if they had.
So I've been
Say
feeling a
Levine.
certain way about it. I'm interested to see what you think about it, Puzz, once you get around to watching that, just because, like, you know,
Yeah,
museums
based
is
on what
kind
I've
of, like, your
heard,
whole
yeah.
deal.
Yeah, based on what I've heard from you, it does seem like, yeah, this is more of an entertainment venue that has some historical items, so they get to call. This is the funniest. We talked about this. This is the funniest possible comparison. It reminded me of the first museum class I took in my master's degree, where we talked about the Spam Museum. Which is very similar, where it has like, oh, here's the history of the company, here's the history of like how this came about, but it is mostly a place for you to play and take pictures in front of the spam cans and buy yourself some spam and spam merchandise. And someone got married there in a spam tuxedo.
What?
I'm pretty sure.
I didn't know about the spam marriage. Also, hi, it's us. We're doing art.
And we have to take your sister there so she can be miserable at us.
We do. Here's the problem, is that my sister famously hates spam, and me...
Which is why we have to go.
Right. And me and my partner and my sister's partner keep all jokingly, independently going, we gotta take you to the Spam Museum, and she hates it. Every time. But we do have to do it. Also, it's art time. I've been dawdling enough, and I looked at like how long the stream's been going for, and it's like, maybe we could get around to starting the actual thing that I said I was gonna do today.
British couple travels nearly 4,000 miles for spam-themed wedding.
Oh dear. They were from out of the country, too.
They came from the UK all the way to Minnesota.
Respect, I think. Right, first drawing of the day. Sorry, you sound like you're about to say something, go ahead.
No, I'm just marveling at the spam wedding.
I'm trapped in the factory
Awesome.
that makes tip jars.
I did misremember the suit as having like spam logos all over it. It's just a normal suit, but they did bring a big sign that says spam.
Oh my god. Respect. It like... I don't get it, but it's the same sort of, like, spectacle energy as, like, Dan Reichert getting married at Taco Bell that I just kind of marvel at, like, damn, okay.
I can post links in the chat, right?
Yeah? You're a fucking mod. You can do anything you want. I love you.
I'm asking. It's polite. Here's the article about the spam wedding.
What was that Carl Weezer voice you just did? That was wonderful.
I don't know.
I'm obsessed with you. I love you. Alright. So today's first drawing of the day was from one Maka-chan, who says, hello, would you mind drawing a funny little dragon, please and thank you. So, once again, as a reminder, 1, commissions are closed. These are from months and months and months ago. I'm getting through the backlog. 2, the whole gimmick is these are cheap and relatively small and fast, and I'm not looking up any references. Okay, with all that said, how the fuck do you draw a dragon?
Literally did a presentation on this in middle school. I don't know why they let me do that.
In middle school, that's wonderful. Oh, that's basically the only place you can do a presentation on how to draw a dragon, though. So sometimes a dragon is like damn fucking long, thin, Got like a Trogdor ass face. This is just a snake though, is the problem. But look you this. Wings. Wings, singular, I suppose.
Wow. They're finally making the sequel to Trogdor.
Well, I think they made that already.
Did they?
Yeah.
You know I don't know Homestar.
Oh, we gotta get you on that, honey.
I do.
And so... They have legs as well. It's like 5 legs, right? I think 5?
Yeah, I think 5.
And they got eyes. Famously, they're shooting fire out of the...
Yeah, out of the...
The tail has a rattle on it to warn away predators.
Yeah, the famous predators of the dragon.
Right, they're always eating dragon. Unless it is. I guess it's a little presumptuous of me to make a judgment on Animal Kingdom living. I'm out here eating
Yeah, you
things.
know, it's a morally neutral thing. Animals
Yeah.
gotta eat. Animals
Um,
gotta live. Animals gotta die.
And sometimes a dragon is a different shape, so I'll draw a different one as well. Sometimes they're like a damn ball.
Yeah, you know they got different subspecies. It's like the Galapagos finches. They adapt to their environment.
Got like horns. Now what I've done here is I've drawn Phineas and Bowser. And that's concerning.
Oh, I think it's good.
Well, if you say so. I love you.
I love you.
Milk is coming out. And, this one also has wings. But this one, the wings are like the hands, arms. They've got like, the famous reverse jointed arms that gorillas have, which I was about to say out loud and then realized gorillas don't have that, but thought it would be funny if I said it anyways, so I said it anyways. What do you know? Gorilla music is now playing.
They knew. They heard.
They heard us. I'd make the webbing a different color. Oh.
Now, not to be presumptuous, but if any of my Maxis video game Spore heads are out there, this is a perfect candidate for creature you can make in Spore.
Now, I think if you're a sporehead, you maybe ought to go to the doctor, because that doesn't sound healthy.
Okay, so go to the doctor and then make the creature, okay?
Right. First, you have to make sure you're in prime health to take care of the creature.
And
you
then
produce
you make the creature.
Right. That's simple. You know, it's like the hierarchy of needs. It's difficult to do such and such if you're not meeting these basic requirements. Does it have back legs, too?
I think you're the only one who can answer that, honey.
Pink back legs?
Yeah, 8.
Oh, no, not 8 legs. No, not 8 legs.
Not
no,
8?
not this one. You're thinking of octopus.
I think I'm thinking a person.
Do people have 8 legs?
It's 8 legs, right?
Leave. You sound like 2 horses. I like you.
Yeah, I'm working on a mashup of every single Poke rap.
Oh, I can't not fuck him. Another leg
This is
on the
more or
back.
less how I pulled Holly.
Listen. You are entirely right, but it is downplaying something, I'm sure. About yourself.
It's downplaying how much I absolutely cannot play the flute.
Can't play the flute?
I can't play the flute. I'm sorry. I thought you knew.
You never told.
I'm so sorry. This is how you had to learn.
I have to
Can
go
you
think
forgive
about
me?
some things. Like, if a dragon has a tail or not.
Oh shit. Does a dragon have a tail?
This one does.
Congratulations on tail, animal.
This thing is disgusting, and it's basically what the dragons from Skyrim look like. Take your pick. They're both a dragon. You really like it. Really like it. You really like it.
You love Chew Dragon.
Really like it.
I can't stop saying you love Shit River.
Well, clearly you love Shit River.
You love Shit River.
Well, clearly you just love Shit River is the problem.
I was literally at a party showing people the You Love Shit River postcard.
Oh, never mind. You told me about this. I was about to be incredulous.
It was
like,
a
what do you
Mario
mean?
themed party!
No, that's why I said I remember.
Mental image of club music. There's a DJ going. People are dancing, getting their drinks, and I'm wandering around the dance floor with my phone going, You love Shit River.
I want you guys to look at my wife and also Shit River. Yeah, let's party!
You love Shit River!
Yahoo! All right, there's 2 dragons for you. I hope you enjoy. You got
2 of them.
This next one is for Elk Turtle. He's brought a mushroom wearing a wizard hat. Thank you. Mushroom party.
Mushroom, you know it.
We're just talking about spores and stuff.
We were talking about spores, we were talking about Mario. It was fate, it was destiny.
Well, now here's the problem. Is there's lots of types of mushrooms. So I have to commit to one of them.
That's true. There's so many kinds of mushrooms
But
you
how
can
could-
eat or don't.
But how can I just choose one? How can I just choose one?
How could you possibly?
How do you make art requests? You don't. These are old commissions from months ago.
Sorry.
Come back at an indeterminate point in the future if I ever open them again. Just a damn puff ball, but that's so pedestrian. That's so
Everyone knows
boring.
Puff Ball.
There's like the weird like lacy ones that have like the nasty looking blood dripping off them. How you do those ones? How you do it? Like Kong and I think about the.
Sorry, I'm late. I thought my appendix blew up.
Oh, that
I think you
happens.
should be a doctor.
What happens? Well, now
Oh,
what I've
okay.
done here is I think I've just kind of drawn a guy with legs.
Creature.
That's my boy, is what I've just drawn.
You've drawn the boy. Congratulations.
He's actually awesome. And I've seen him before.
You know him.
Yeah, and they've got a gross, like, red glob, like, kind of looking like dripping off of it, right?
A little bit.
I think. Look lacy enough. The hell do you? Depth like.
I don't know how to draw Lacey at a large pixel depth. I use a Clip Studio brush for that, baby.
Well, that's because you're smart. And also not using MS Paint like I have.
Mm-hmm.
That's because you've thought this through is the main thing.
Maybe someday I should do an MS Paint drawing stream. That could be funny.
Judd, you should.
Yay!
My own drawings.
Yay! I do like doing drawing streams with my wife.
It's fun. I gotta tab over at some point and show people what Buzz is doing.
You don't have to,
But
if
I
you want to. If you want
I
to.
want to! It's got a damn red ball on it. And the scary music is playing. And then it's got the damn. Now what I've done is I've kind of drawn like a mishmash of like 3 or 4 different mushrooms, and also it looks more like it has a spider web on it, but
It's a
specifically
pretty
like
damn good mushroom, I gotta admit.
Specifically, it's like a cartoon spider web that you buy at like Spirit Halloween or some such equivalent. It's okay.
You got like the weight and the bend of it just right.
You know, yeah, I kind of did, huh?
Yeah, you got a knack for drawing natural type things.
That's probably just because of like, whenever I do end up drawing in my own time, that's most of what I do is I like drawing just like trees and flowers and stuff.
It's
I
good.
like...
Trees and flowers aren't easy to draw.
No, they are not. I like doing landscape type stuff and mostly just trying to capture like the abstract shape of a view rather than worrying mostly about like the exact identical composition of it, but also trying to, you know, show enough of what it's meant to be. It's fun. It's fun. I don't really share it anywhere, but it's fun to do.
If we got time and the inclination, we should go to the garden again, do some plein air painting or something.
Oh, I do want to do that with you. That sounds fun.
It'd be nice.
So the important second part here that is going to be the really hard part is, so I drew a mushroom, and the next bit is wearing a wizard hat. Thank you. What on earth is a wizard hat? Thank you.
I know some of those words.
I know all of those words, but when you put them together like this, it's brand new to me.
Mm-hmm. It's a brand new thing we just learned about.
Wizard hat.
Here on Twitch.tv.
Is it like those like novelty sunglasses where they make them like for the new year and it's like the shape of the year that it is?
What is the shape of a gratitude?
What is the shape of a thank you?
I mean, that's gotta be it, right? Can't think of what else it would be.
Or is it just like a wizard hat with thank you printed on it? Like... It could... Wizard hat can be any color you want. Today I chosen it blue. You gotta have wide fucking brim. If you don't have wide fucker's brim, then what are you doing?
What are you even doing in that case?
Making a different hat, I suppose. No, if I put that too low, then I feel it covers too much. And this might stab dragons a little bit, which is really sad. I'll have to amend the drawing to show that the dragon has been stabbed in the gut and killed. And we'll all
that's
cry
so
about
sad
it.
for the dragon.
Right, but it's simply the way of the natural world sometimes.
It's true. Nature can be quite brutal sometimes.
Yeah. So here we have the open wound.
The mushroom is the natural predator of the dragon.
Right.
We know this.
Always doing it to him. Always doing it to him. Literally always doing it to him. Serious problem. But, my edgy dripping with blood dragon image. X's for eyes.
Well.
Ouch. It's living.
Well, not so much anymore.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Unless. So the wizard had a famous blue. Really like message from Aperture City in chat of, fuck! The greatest tragedy of our eon! Oh well, lol. Oh well, lol.
This is how it feels to live in 2022. What year is it?
2022?
Help! Where am I?
20...
I need to emphasize for everyone right now, this is not a bit.
Honey, it is 2024.
Hell!
Honey, it has been 2024 for a good coming on 9 months now. Or 8 months now, I suppose.
Oh. I had to take my glasses off. I started crying.
2022 has been off the air for some time now.
Aw, hi, Kitty. Kitty is looking at me very sweetly while I have a meltdown over not being able to tell the passage of time.
They just learned the current year is 2024, and everyone started wilding out. Yeah, 2022 has been off the air for some time now. I love you. I'm sorry for teasing you so much.
It's fine. I think forgetting the current year by 2 years in the middle of the current year is maybe worth getting some teasing on.
Dangling off the rim of the hat, and it says thank you.
I want a hat like that.
Do you?
Yeah. Honey, think about what you know about me and hats and say, do you think I want this hat?
Now, you might think that this is an abbreviation of thanks on the hat, but actually this is just the THX logo. Big fan. You do like hats is the thing.
I do like hats.
You do like hats is the thing.
I do like hats.
You do like hats is the thing. Hat that blows out your eardrums? That's just improperly made or worn, like, personal protective gear. I suppose. Alright. Thank you very much for that one. For Elcher. This one is for Fox Curled. It says, big fan of your streams. I'd love it if you could draw an Arctic fox sleeping on moss. Oh, I see. You want me to draw a fox curled. I understand. Oh, I get it. I'm putting it together in my head. That's what you want. It's like the name. I don't know how to draw them. I guess I can make it like... Yeah, I was also thinking I could do like the fucking Howl logo and give them fox eggs.
That'd be cute.
How the hell a fox head looks like it's got ears. Got ears. Got eyes. I do this for a lot of the Sayonara Wild Heart songs. It's a good song, but I don't want to be talking over lyrics. Oh, I have to skip it. I'm so sorry, Sayonara Wild Hearts. I love you.
Sayonara Wild Hearts, we love you every day.
Thinking about replaying.
I should play it. I've had it downloaded for a while.
It's good. It's a good rhythm game.
It's a good rhythm game.
Love that shit. Fox Snout. Yeah, this is looking very Fox now.
Oh yeah, that's Fox.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And they got a head. Body's long and curled. Like the Howl logo. Which I'm committing to now, I guess.
It's cute!
Fox has a tail. Fox has a tail that's... I think you have raccoons or foxes. Don't answer that.
Okay.
Yay! You know, legs. The famous legs. And then... fox eggs. Did the dog eggs from the HAL logo ever hatch? Like, did they ever grow up, or they still are they still being incubated?
Scientists are asking this question every day.
I haven't looked at the HAL logo in a while. I don't know if they've changed.
Could also be that it's like a new clutch of eggs every season.
Clutch.
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 Here's the problem a little bit, is I thought it would be cute to add, like, the little speckles into this. Now that I'm looking at it from, like, a top down, it does just kind of look like a puddle of vomit.
No.
I promise it's moss, but I mean, I suppose art is always up to the eye of the interpreter. Thank you, Bunshines, for the raid. I'm just drawing a fox with the famous fox eggs that they have.
Yeah, you know the fox eggs.
Foxes are always laying eggs. Now I have to... Foxes are always laying this. Alright. Thank you again to Foxcrow. Don't have many left.
Ooh.
Again, like gonna be a short one, just finishing off a list. But having said that, I feel like I've kind of got the mojo back a little bit, so hopefully next time I do one of these streams, I'll be able to go for a little longer.
Yeah.
I think I might also just try doing them more in the evening, because I've been struggling a little bit with, like, the earlier in the daytime.
Yeah, especially, you know, as said, you've been shifting your schedule around lately. You have limited daytime hours. There are things that need to be done for human people during the day hours because for some reason we decided that everything happens during the day and not at the nighttime.
Uh-huh. And also, like, once I'm over at your place and we're just hanging out, we can just do...
Yeah, I was gonna say, art stream is probably one of the easier streams to do while you're visiting.
Right. And then you can also do your... Speaking of which... You want to look at yours now?
If you want to.
I said that like you're not already looking at your own art.
I can show off how scary Zeki looks without eyeballs. Also, I'm drawing... Not eyeballs, eyebrows. Also, I'm drawing Zeki. Go look at Heartbreak Gulch by Cricket Guts. Do it now. You're required.
Give me just
It's mandatory.
Pull it up on screen. There we go.
Yeah. Finishing an old sketch I found. So here's without eyebrows. It's
gone.
scary. I don't like it.
It's
I
like
don't like him like this.
It's like when you came out of the womb.
Yeah, I looked exactly like this.
Right, you were also clutching a weird old man.
They call these doctors.
Not what I meant, but it's fucking good.
Oh, Zeki, let's give you your eyebrows. I don't want to look at your bald-ass forehead anymore. It's scaring me.
You hate his forehead?
I hate his forehead when he doesn't have his beautiful boy brows.
You hate his headful swag?
There we go, that's better.
No accounting for taste.
Zeki does have headful swag, I think. I don't know what that means, but I think he has it.
You
Note to
don't know.
everyone, this is not my boy. I do not have permission to make these statements.
Neither do I, and I'm making them. That don't stop me. I'm a freight train, motherfucker.
There we go. That's our Zeki. He really does not look good without his eyebrows.
No, I need people out here writing think pieces about how you're a dickhead if you don't love his big forehead like people do for Pearl of Splatoon.
No, you do have to love his big forehead, let's be clear. He just needs his eyebrows on it.
Why?
Well, 'cause look at him.
I'm looking.
I should give Buck his other eye, too. Buck cannot have eyebrows. That's illegal.
Why not?
Well, 'cause look at him.
hit him with some big, beautiful caterpillars for a sec. Let's see how that looks.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Oh no, you're right. That's wrong. Oh, get him off of there. No, 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 no. It's not okay.
That's a different man.
That's... Who's that guy? That's a Sesame Street extra now. What we've done is we've changed him. I don't like that you're calling him the Lorax, but I don't have a counter-argument.
Don't do that to my man.
It's too late. The damage has been done.
He's the anti-Lorax. He collects shitbot cars.
I'm the anti-Lorax. I don't speak for anyone at all. Get out of my house.
That's him. That's Buck.
I'm running like 6 engines at once over here.
Get out. I want to talk to you.
It's fine. The Lorax shilled for cars that one time. That's true.
What? Did they? Why?
Yeah, it's like a tie-in for the movie.
That's fucked up.
Because they were a sponsor or whatever.
How do you fuck up your messaging that bad? That's so funny.
Funny.
Money.
Pretty easily. You might actually find.
Those were the Minions guys, though. How much do they need? They got the Minions.
Wasn't this like before they super hit it big?
I don't think so. I think it was around when Minions was.
It was around when Despicable Me was.
Minions scholars in the chat can feel free to correct me.
I don't know if we have Minions scholars watching my streams.
Why not?
I don't know if we have Minions scholars, period.
We do.
You do?
I'm sure of it.
You? I
There's
forgot
anything in this
Scorpy just
beautiful
has
world.
like a fucking Toyota Prius emote. Let's go.
Scorpy's emote game, no one is doing it like him.
They're good. They're good.
They're really good is the problem. Every time I see an emote, I'm like, holy shit, that's a good emote. It's a fucking Scorpy emote.
I'm so fucking excited for the Frogger stream he's doing tomorrow. Tomorrow?
Oh my god.
Tomorrow.
I have to be out tomorrow, so you all have to enjoy it extra big for me, okay?
Okay. I'm gonna be like in and out of that stream a couple of times, I think.
Yay! Does this Buck look enough like he's about to have a panic attack?
He mostly just looks kind of mad to me.
Maybe when I get the mouth in, otherwise I might have to tweak the eyebrows a little bit. He got a little bit that only one facial expression sometimes.
Yeah.
He don't emote so good.
It's a little bit this mostly reads as like anger, frustration, brow, but he is also the emotionally constipated man, isn't he?
He sure is.
He's a little bit of a Deep Rock Galactic dwarf, yeah.
I take this as a compliment. That's how he should live. In a better world, he's a dwarf.
Listen, I'm just saying, 5 or 6 beers down, this man would be shouting rock and stone. Easy.
To the bone.
This man would be wielding an inadvisably large and dangerous weapon, deep in a cave somewhere, if his life took a different turn.
The better world.
I don't know if I would call that the better world, considering the working conditions of Deep Rock Galactic.
Have you seen how he lives now? He's in an abandoned factory.
I think my point still stands.
It's true. Maybe Buck's life is just bad
He's got
wherever
more
he goes.
walking around room than a room that's just a bed.
Suppose that's true.
He doesn't have to pay rent or company dues.
That's true, that's true. Really makes you think.
It really makes you stink.
Oh, it really makes you stink.
No, I'm just thinking about Deep Rock.
Damn, I'm gonna have to fix these hands later to give Zeki's 25 rings.
That's a lot. Let's go.
His 30 rings, his 40 rings, his 700 rings. his jewels.
Someone in chat asks, does he play video games? And I think the answer is canonically not really.
Literally, canonically, no. He doesn't understand them. He's not good at them. They hurt his head. He watches his boyfriend play them, though.
Right, it was Davey
want-
that played Street Fighter at a formative age and had the bisexual moment.
Oh, he sure did. Davey would probably enjoy Deep Rock Galactic. He would watch Davey play Deep Rock Galactic.
Uh-huh. Are the Deep Rock Galactic dwarves a polycule? No, whatever they got going on is stupider and greasier than you can imagine, but they are baby fucking. Hey, thank you, Andy AML, for the raid!
Great timing!
I hope you had a wonderful stream today. I'm just showing off the art that my partner is working on. This is not my art.
Yay.
Hey, hang on.
I do this.
Let me do the awesome compare and contrast. This is my partner's art. This is my art.
I've drawn once or two.
Partner's
Holly's
art.
drawn once or two.
My art. My partner's art. My art. We got fox eggs on lock. Oh, you know we do.
You love box eggs, reblog.
Is that the Natsume dog? No, it's a fox that I'm just kind of riffing off of the Hal dog eggs because it came to me in a dream and I was like, I have to do it. I have to do it. Well, now I'm just thinking about dog eggs again.
It's good to do this.
Oh, it's break time.
Oh shit.
I gotta do break. Hey,
We should do
thank
break.
you all. Thank you all for the raid. This is the part of the stream where I get up and get away from my computer for 3 minutes.
Encourage you all to do the same so you don't get advertised to and so that your body is healthy.
I gotta hit the advertisement button so they don't give me the ads in the middle of me doing the rest of my stream. And also, it's a good opportunity to get a stretch and drink water. You can think about dog eggs while I'm up.
Think about dog eggs, okay? Really turn them around in your mind.
So I'll be back in like 3 minutes or so. And I don't know. Are you getting up, Puzz, for a stretch?
I'm gonna get up and have a stretch.
Okay. All right, then I'll see you in a bit.
See you in 3 minutes.
Whoa. I'm back at my computer. I'm sitting down now. At my computer. Love to use my computer. Here we are.
Computer. Iguana.
Using it. To do things on my computer.
Now I gotta drink water. I got my...
It's good to do this.
I got up and I washed some dishes. Because I realized,
Nice.
oh fuck, I never washed my soup dishes.
Ooh, that's a good thing to wash.
And I was like, guess I should do those now instead of later. But then I had the devil
smart.
thought of, but what if I do leave them for later? It'll be okay. And then immediately got a very strong whiff of onions from my soup residue and was like, I'm gonna do that now and get rid of onion stank.
You had the devil on your shoulder that is me saying this. And then you remembered how I live.
Yeah, and then usually I'm the one going, no, hun, we gotta do this now.
Your brain is getting you ready for your visit.
Oh, don't put it like that.
I know how I live. The
I know how you
kitchen's
live,
a
too.
mess again.
Help you clean it up. It's okay, hon. See, we're the perfect couple because she hates doing the dishes and I love doing the dishes.
It's true.
This next one is from Frankie. I'm not sure if that's the Frankie that's my friend or if this is a different Frankie. But it says, hello, I would like one little quail. Thank you, smile. So it's time to draw a damn quail, I suppose. Now here's the issue is that quails are so cute and I love them and I never remember what they look like because I don't see them very often. And so anytime I see a quail, it's like I'm seeing them for the first time all over again. Quail is a damn ball. I remember that. Quail is a fat
it is
damn
a-
ball.
Damn ball.
Quail is a fat damn. You know, I'm glad that I said today would be a short stream. Because you know how I was talking about the weather earlier and I was like, well, maybe I'll go for a walk if it doesn't rain?
Mm-hmm.
So when I got up for my break and went to wash the dishes and I looked out the window by the sink, you'll never guess what the weather is outside right now.
Is it pissing rain?
No, it's beautifully bright and sunny and blue skies.
Oh, we gotta get her out of here, chat.
So I'm glad that I'm probably ending the stream soon.
She's got to go. She's got to walk. It's important.
To fix the shape of this damn ball, I gotta make it more of a plop on the floor. There's gotta be some weight to it. Gotta get my ass outside. I wanna go walking. I haven't been able to do much walking the past couple days. Rain, and so... Oh. The temperature is so nice. I gotta get out there. And I wanted... Okay, so I have a damn ball on the floor. This thing is plopped all over it. Quails usually have a head.
Usually.
Usually.
Not always.
Not always?
Because you can eat them. I didn't expect that to hit you so hard.
I don't... You'll forgive me if I'm making an ass of myself here, but I don't think the presence or lack of head precludes them being edible necessarily.
Well, yeah, but when you cook them and eat them, the head's not there.
That's most animals!
Yeah.
That doesn't mean they don't have a head, it means it's been removed!
And they don't have a head no more. That's why I said most of the time they have a head. Don't understand the problem here. I'm hurting her.
I am obsessed with the logic that runs your world. I suppose it's not wrong.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it all the funnier. I don't know if I'm ever gonna recover from this.
I really this to hit you so hard.
Well, I also wasn't expecting you to say that, to be fair.
I'm just saying a fact about quails.
You say it with such confidence and certainty.
Because I'm right. It's a fact about quails.
Alright, everyone. I have for you a fact about anglerfish. We're gonna learn all about anglerfish. Here's a fact for you about anglerfish. Anglerfish can be killed.
Yeah, that's so.
We're learning so much about anglerfish.
That's the case, yeah.
The sound of me wheezing is not being picked up by my microphone.
I can feel the face you're making right now.
I think it's the fact that you're presenting it like it's a novel fact specifically about quail.
Yeah.
Like this doesn't apply to other animals.
Well, yeah, because we're talking about quail.
Help! Can't fucking breathe.
Get your inhaler, honey.
Oh, it's nearby if I need it. Actually, where the fuck is it? Oh, it's literally right here on my desk. Okay.
Well, hello there, miss.
Kiki!
Hi.
I've got a damn feather on its head. I don't think it's red, but I'm drawing it red.
You done
No,
running
it's
around
like
screaming? Did you have some food? Whoop. Okay, you're still running around.
Well, now this just looks like a Pikmin. I've just drawn fat Pikmin.
This should be the new creature in Pikmin 5.
What I've drawn here is fat Pikmin.
Also a little bit like a shiny Chikorita. Now who's this sultry little blinch?
Now what I've drawn is Picarita.
Picking them.
Picking them. You
Picking
really
them.
don't GAF.
Picking them. Increase the decrease.
Ooh. This is what a quail looks like, famously. looks just like this. The back
It
looks
looked
a
just
little
like
too
this.
much like a camel's hump. Problem. I think I have to make it less bulbous. Now it just looks like a weird shoe.
Think about quails, they're just kind of one weird orb.
Well, that's the problem. I have to go look at more quails in my life in general to better understand.
I'm always saying this.
I don't really got quails where I live, so I don't get to see.
I don't think they're East Coast ways so much. I never saw one until I moved out to California.
Famous quail feather now looks like. They got
Propeller.
That's kind of a wonky eye. And they got speckles, but also I know for a fact I'm mixing some of this up with like sparrows. See, people are like, "Oh, that's like a BB. Oh, you're drawing like a BB thing." This is just how I draw birds. Is the issue.
And it's good!
This is just what birds look like when I draw them. This feather is too big, too exaggerated. It looks too much like the leaf of Pikmin. It must be smaller. It must be small. Well, now it looks like a single dog ear. Now it just looks like a bad hairstyle, but maybe that's for the best. If I like... There we go. Now it's a little bit like a
Flawless.
single baby's hair.
Quail's little bit do have Final Fantasy baby's hair. I want to look like a baby
I want
hairstyle.
my quail to look like a baby. Beautiful Mario music is playing in my world. And they've got, like...
Sit in, big rumpus.
Spigo 4 life could be dream.
Ed. We're learning all about it.
Anatomy of the quail.
This is what a quail is. Famously.
That part's the head and the rest of it is the quail.
I'm gonna look up what a quail looks like later, and I'm gonna be delighted.
Yeah,
But to-
you get to look at pictures of quails!
Yeah, I was about to say, to be fair, that's just kind of how I feel whenever I look at a quail.
Yeah.
Delighted. Alright, next. This one is for Very Gay Molly. What if Holly Holotones was a Madoka Magica-style witch? What if that was drawn too? Well, that'd be wild, wouldn't it? Well, I kind of wish I didn't scroll down on the word so stupid that I had drawn here in a different drawing. It feels like it's taking the wind out of my own sails a little bit here, but,
Cruelty to my wife.
less that and more implied cruelty to the commissioner. The witches of Madoka are, like, scary looking. They got, like, weird abstract shape, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or am I just thinking of one of them?
No, they got, like, a lot of, like, decorative filigrees and, like, the chowder cartoon style textures behind type of thing and, like, psychedelic colors and, like,
I've not
all
really
of that.
watched Madoka.
I haven't watched it in years. I think I watched it the first time I was in college, and that's the last time I saw it. And that was almost 10 years ago. Fuck me.
Yeah, it's been a bit, huh?
I'm
It's an old
withering
series.
away.
It's it's the kind of thing where I've gotten like the gist of it by seeing other people talk about it and like post scenes of it. Like that's never the same as like watching it for yourself. I'm aware of that. But I've also seen like it's been very funny seeing people like very divisive, like, oh man, this is like one of the best and most interesting and most subversive magical girl series ever, and then people in response to that going, oh, this is one of the worst and most like spiteful of the genre, abjectly cruel magical girl series ever, and a lot of like very strong opinions on like very different ends of the spectrum, which is kind of wonderful to me because I just kind of look at it and I just kind of shrug and feel whatever about it. It's like it exists. It's got some cool weird monster designs in it.
Yeah.
There's the one woman who's so mad about not getting with the girl that she likes that she breaks time to be with her or something. Fucks it up real bad, which is kind of charming. You thought we were talking about Chowder? We are. I've also never seen that. And people also...
Yeah, this is what Chowder's about.
Famously, people are saying that Chowder is an objectively cruel series that has, like, nothing but hate and spite for the genre. And... famously, it's about the little pink rabbit girl breaking the laws of the universe so that she can get with Chowder and it doesn't work and she has a gun, right? I never watched it.
Yeah, no, that's what it's about. What is
Car Wash episode is about, right?
Do you remember the name of the cool wuxia puppet anime that we were watching?
Thunderbolt Fantasy?
Thunderbolt Fantasy, thank you. That the Madoka guy also partially worked on.
Is that the Madoka guy?
I feel like you told me it was the Madoka guy, but I
Hold on.
take anything I remember with a grain of salt
I
on
do
account of my
remember
remembering problems.
It was like some famous mangaka or like anime artist, or I think specifically a mangaka, who was like, "Oh yeah, I really like the like work this puppet company does," and the puppet company was like, "Well, we really like the work you do." Collab, bro. They ended up making Thunderbolt Fantasy. Look it up and verify. Just because I don't remember. We only saw a couple episodes of that, and I fucking loved what we saw. Yes, it was Geno Urobuchi. Okay. You were remembering right.
Yay, my memory!
Yippee!
Yeah, that anime fucks hard.
I don't remember enough about what the witches in that look like to really have any sort of idea of what I could do for my own idea of a witch. I remember what the dickhead animal looked like. It's like... not at all like this, but it goes like collab.
No, it looks like that. That's the animal.
And everyone hates it and it tries to kill you. Not good when it does it. But that's not the witches.
No, that's the opposite of the witches.
Right, it's the bitches.
Yeah, that's bitches.
That's bitches.
That's bitches. Famous character of bitches.
Everyone knows bitches from Madoka, but that's not Cubert. Cubert looks like this.
Can Hubert be your witch?
There would be no... I suppose kind of the whole point of the witches is that it is a cruel fate that they're turned into them or something. There would be no crueler fate than getting turned into fucking Cubert. There would be no more atrocious fate than turning into Cubert. Fucking Cubert. Nothing
The
would be
fucked
worse.
up thing is I think with enough, like, textures behind, you could make an argument to turn a Cubert level featuring Cubert into a Madoka Magica Witch's Labyrinth.
Son of a bitch, I think you're right.
Like, add some, like, Earthbound ass, like, backgrounds and, like, a bunch of textures behind the blocks.
Like,
That's a labyrinth, baby.
it's got the cube. The different faces of the cube. Got like the colors that I like on it. Like more cubes near it. I I hate that my, like, eye has been open to this thing that you revealed to me about Q*bert specifically. And mostly I hate that it's right. And other things. Like shapes would be in the background. Donkey
And Donkey Kong music is playing.
Kong can get.
Do you think your Witch's Labyrinth would have Donkey Kong music playing?
No. Cause that'd just be a good thing.
That's true, that's true.
And the idea of, like, edited to sound scary, creepypasta Donkey Kong music makes me so... It makes me want to throw up from laughing, so I couldn't take it seriously. And gotta have, like, the little clips on the side. No more eyes anymore. There's like putting around. Oh, oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Gotten a little too abstract, and I feel like I've kind of lost the plot. And there's like, you know, there's old Madoka is here, but the rest. And gotta stop it. We gotta stop the evil one with her arm that's reaching out of her midsection. That's to scale to show how the size of it. But the fucked up thing is that the Q*bert here isn't actually like the head or the brain or the vitals of it. That's just like a false head to get you. The real thing you gotta strike down is like all the cubes, and how do you do that if they're just cubes rotating around? And then they make like fucked up sounds. There's beams. This would probably be easier to come up with if I had more of a grasp of what the show was. But I don't.
See, I think you got a pretty good grasp here. This is kind of how it looks.
Okay.
I can imagine that little pink bitch fighting this thing.
Well, you're my wife, and I trust everything you say implicitly.
Yay!
It's a great opportunity for you to lie to me about something.
They don't tell you this a lot, and I'm so sorry, everyone. If you haven't watched Madoka Magica and you're worried about spoilers, maybe tune out for a couple seconds. They kind of preserve it because it's a big twist, but I figure you don't mind. Q*bert does show up in the show.
Now, honey, you're my wife and I love you.
Uh-huh.
And I trust everything you say implicitly.
Mm-hmm.
I think if fucking Q*bert was in this anime, then the types of crowds that I spend time around would have made an uproar about it.
God, can you imagine? It would be a better show.
Like,
I want
if-
Q*bert to be in Madoka Magica. I want the world I've created.
What's another fucking anime that was popular around this time?
What was the fucking swimming anime? Not the funny one that they still share on Tumblr sometimes.
Don't know. Don't remember a swimming anime. What? What the fuck is free? I'm gonna go on Google right now and search for free and see what it turns up, and whatever I see first is gonna be my new worldview. What is this? It's giving me like 5 pop-ups. Free is a French telecommunications company. What the fuck does that have to do with swimming? Voice, video, data on internet telecommunications to consumers in France. Is this like... Were they swimming through the... Like, were they surfing the web or something, but swimming it? What were they looking... Whatever. Remember Yuri on Ice? That's one I remember. I never watched it, but I remember it. That was of that era, right?
That was of the era, yeah. It was the style at the time.
Anyways, this is like if you tried to convince me that Mr. Do was in Yuri on Ice. I would have heard.
Mr. Douche should have been in Yuri on Ice.
Should he?
There should have been an episode where they homoerotically play Mr. Do. No, looking at the audience, I never watched Yuri on Ice. I know there's ice skating and they're gay. What's it about? Don't answer that.
How do you homoerotically play Mr. Do?
Homoerotically?
Mr. Do is a black hole that sucks away all eroticism. Most eroticism. No. No. Maybe that's the appeal. That's like going, oh man, there's nothing sexier than a big bowl of cornflakes and not jacking off.
It's about the jacking off you don't do, you know?
I'm not sure if I do! Mr. Do!
Should we go play Mr. Do again when you're visiting?
I mean, I do want to go back to that arcade. It's fun.
Yay! I gotta start shifting into planning mode soon.
And if you want to help planning stuff, I'm always here with you.
Well, I will, because I will want to ask, hey, what do you actually want to do before I make a million plans?
I want to see my wife.
Alright, I can do that, boss.
Easy! What's next?
Eat a lot of cheese.
I mean, you can do that.
Yay!
I was about to say I'll just watch, but something feels really creepy about that. Yes, you can eat as much cheese as you like. Nothing will happen. That stupid fucking picture of Gene Wilder has changed me forever, and not for the better.
You love that image.
Yes, eat that candy. Nothing will happen. Okay, well the next one is from Spagoner, and the
Hey, I know
message
that
was
guy.
just respect. So
You know what you have to do.
it's already looking really good.
Yeah!
Already looking really good. He's got a hair like a baby.
Obviously.
Obviously. Naturally. And then he's got his arm. Holding, the hat. Respect. Alright, there you go. It's that easy. Thank you. Thank you for your commission. Hang on, I'm realizing now. Earlier in this same list, Mike asked for another one that said ogre please, and I put them right next to each other by complete happenstance.
Oh, beautiful.
The classic ogre reading the Crucible, and then respect.
They are friends.
I think they hate each other.
Oh, that's sad.
Is from an anonymous tip. Now this one I'm not sure how to do it, because I'm not sure what they meant. I will
Artistic
read this,
interpretation, baby.
I will read this out exactly as written.
Mm-hmm.
EB-Puzz enjoying her favorite snack.
Cheese.
Spoilers. the urgency with which you said it. Jeez.
I'm thinking about it.
I know you are, hon. Have you had lunch?
No.
Have you had breakfast?
No.
You need to eat food to be alive!
Not hungry.
Something!
I want a big block of cheese.
Do you have any?
No.
That's a problem.
Maybe I should order cheese on my phone, just like in Ratatouille.
What do you mean, like in Ratatouille?
Remember when I ordered cheese on my phone when we played Ratatouille and everyone was obsessed with it?
Well, when you say like in Ratatouille, to me that means like in the movie.
Yeah, the famous scene where Remy Ratatouille has an iPhone 13 and orders cheese on it.
I don't think he did that one.
You sure?
I haven't seen it in a while, admittedly. I don't think they had DoorDash in France. Time of the movie. Give it a big hat. A hat's being drawn.
It's because I'm here.
Maybe in part. This does look like a weird cowboy hat. And it's also very much not fitting centered. And your famous hair that you have.
I do have that.
Ooh.
Too much, some say. A
Ooh.
real problem, they say of me.
I think mostly you're the one saying that.
A real problem, they say of me.
I think...
What's wrong?
Mostly I think you're saying.
Yeah, a real problem, they say of me.
Mostly just you saying it.
Yeah, a real problem, they say of me.
Who's they?
I'm!
You! Ah! Running fast. Running fast to it. And then it's like a wedge of fucking Asiago that you always have when I'm over.
Asiago.
Which you then eat yourself. And
I have it a little bit piece.
And that sounds accusatory when I say it. It sounds like you're depriving me of Asiago, but mostly it's no, you're getting that for yourself, and that's fine. I feel indifferent about the specific kind of cheese.
I always ask because
You
I'm
do.
a polite puzz.
You do.
And then I eat it like an apple.
You do, and you really ought to have other things with it.
Why?
Well, consider it this way. If you eat a bit of cheese with other stuff, you will have more cheese for later.
What if I simply get more Asiago so I have more cheese for later and more cheese now?
Expensive.
Well, they should simply make it free.
Well, that's a couple steps ahead.
Oh, fuck, yes, it's a little block of Asiago for me.
No, hang on. Too big. X small. There. Yup!
I'm always saying this.
Yup! One of my chat room is trying to make an Asiago chat of Amontillado joke. I didn't mean to call you out like that, like I think it's bad or something. This is an entirely unrelated segue, where I'm reading up on Fallout stuff again, as I am wont to do, and I realized there's a fucking Cask of Amontillado joke smack in the middle of one of the New Vegas DLCs.
Oh, awesome.
It's not even fair to say in the middle, it's literally right at the end of one of them. Like, literally the ending of, Dead Money, you can get a bad ending. If you know, you know.
You get Cask of Amontillado?
We'll get there when we play that.
Yay! All I know about New Vegas is Raul
Raul's cool. I love him.
and Go My Robo Scorpions. Oh, and Grandma. I love Grandma.
You mean Lily? Everyone loves Lily.
I love Lily.
The saddest fucking thing about Lily is they didn't give her more character writing and more of a big quest. But we love her.
Aw, tragedy. I also know the funny thing you can do with Benny, who sucks.
Well, there's a couple
So
funny
that's-
things you can do with him, so which one specifically?
Oh, the feet thing.
Yeah, that is pretty funny. That one is pretty funny. I've never fucking done that because I'm realizing now every time I've played New Vegas in the past, I've never played as a woman. But also, I think when I play it next, I'm gonna play as a lesbian, so I'm not gonna be able to do the thing with my feet to him.
I think this is maybe a good thing.
Well, it depends whose perspective we're talking about.
Suppose so. Wait, I know one more thing. I know
Yeah?
that the biggest game breaker in the game is bisexuality.
It's not the biggest game breaker, but it's certainly it's an advantageous position to be in.
Just like real life.
Because A, there's a lot of speech checks, and B, if you are bisexual, that's just a flat extra, 5 to 10% damage against every human? And
And there's a couple of those.
The flirting checks are really funny, and that's why I'm excited to try the lesbian ones. Every time I've played New Vegas, I have invariably ended up... This is just, I guess, the prototypical Fallout New Vegas character to me. Every single time I've played, it has invariably been an old man who is really horny and bisexual and is constantly schmoozing his way through everything. And also robbing everyone blind.
Grunkle Stan.
No. Well. I do.
You're thinking
also,
about it.
I do also run high barter usually. How? I haven't seen much Gravity Falls, so I trust your judgment on this, hun. How punchy would you say Grunkle Stan is? How much fisticuffs does he engage in?
Literally, not a joke, fucking so damn much. Literally. I'm not joking. This isn't me doing a bit.
I've been role-playing Grunkle Stan multiple times in, like, most Fallout New Vegas runs I've done.
You have just been playing Grunkle Stan in Fallout New Vegas.
I've been role-playing Grunkle Stan in Fallout New Vegas without realizing it.
Like, I can't emphasize enough, there's multiple, like, fucking Grunkle Stan beating his way through a crowd or, like, out of jail or something scenes that are sick as fuck in Gravity Falls.
That's what I did to Caesar's Camp! Like, literally went out of my way to go to Caesar's encampment and have this motherfucker be like, You've been, like, thwarting me at every turn. You've been a thorn in my side. You were a real dickhead. What do you think you're doing here? Just so I could tell him, I don't know. I was thinking maybe I could paint the sides of your tent with your blood a little bit to aggro everyone there.
You've been playing the Grunkle Stan simulator.
Maybe I should watch Gravity Falls.
I've been wanting to rewatch it lately. Of all people, I keep getting texts from my mom saying, like, I'm rewatching Gravity Falls. What a wonderful show this is.
A lot of people have been rewatching it or watching it lately. I've seen.
Yeah, on account of some book that came out. I don't know what one.
Me and my best friend Craig Boone here are gonna punch you. See what happens.
Yeah, the saddest bit is you can't go out of your way to do the fucking terrifying presence thing if you bring Boone. Because Boone will immediately start shooting everyone there. But the problem is, if you don't bring Boone with you, you are denying Boone the chance to start blasting everyone there. You see the issue?
Video games really make you make difficult choices.
I want to say the thing to this little man and his shitty little tighty whities that will make him scared, but I can't do that if I'm also bringing my boy Boone with me. But you have to bring Boone with you. You can't just not do it. Difficult moral quandaries in video games. Difficult choices when your actions have consequences in a reactive world space. Do I bring Boone or not? Or do I not bring Boone and then leave and come back with Boone? I don't know. Sad dead wife guy is fucking fine. In New Vegas, at least. I think his characterization was fine from what I remember.
I was about to ask if that was the dead wife sniper man.
Yep. That's the guy camping out in the giant dinosaur in the middle of the desert.
Oh, well,
like,
that's why he's cool. He's camping out in a dinosaur in the desert.
And you're like, hey man, what are you doing?
My wife.
Oh. Well, that's cool. You want to hang out?
Yeah, okay.
Then you do. You can take his hat away, and the most he musters is just going like,
I'd really like my hat back.
I keep thinking of the post I saw recently about funny Fallout glitches where someone talked about how something fucked up with his AI and he just started beating people to death with his fists instead of using his goddamn sniper rifle.
a post makes me so sad because, and it's probably because A, the people interacting with that post have not played Fallout 1 and 2 very much, and 2, because it's kind of the thing that everyone knows about Fallout 1 and 2. It is the glitch that affects everyone because it's arguably maybe just like cut or disabled content, but just I'm just like, what is the funniest Fallout glitch that ever happened to you? And I'm thinking about when I played Fallout 1 years and years ago, and I was like, oh shit, I have to go and I have to stop the Master, because otherwise the mutants are going to invade and kill everyone. And the mutants don't ever invade and kill everyone. It just doesn't happen. Unless you play the game for the span of, like, a year nonstop or something, or, like, multiple years.
Holy shit.
What happens if you drop Boone's hat? Nothing, as far as I know. He just gets sad. Oh, you mean in that one quest? I think you just don't do it. I thought you meant like when he's your companion and you take it away and he gets sad. No. I have to draw Cactus Boy now. Hang on. This next one is for Mabel. This is the last one of the stream, so it's fine that we've been drawing a bit, I suppose.
Yay!
He says, "Hi, can you draw Cactus Boy? He is an old baby with a gray, wrinkled, sad face. Most of his body, other than his face, is a cactus. He has legs of a cactus. He has a funny ass like a baboon, also made of cactus, and he has one sort of cactus branch thing for arm." Okay.
Okay.
It's time to draw Cactus Boy.
Oh, Cactus Boy.
Baby look like fat cheeks.
Oh, they got one little hair sticking up in a curl.
They do have one little hair like a baby. Not wrinkled. An old man baby. I have to make him look tired and war weary. Not the fat baby. Is a baby.
On account of the baby.
Sad pudding mouth. Sad baby eyelashes. And reverse.
World's oldest baby.
What if there was a baby that could no longer age? He would be 80 years old and he would still be a baby. You have to help him.
This is a legitimate tip, a legitimate art tip for the chat.
Yeah.
When you're designing either a baby or a very old person, you kind of just do the same thing.
Yeah. Oh right, I forgot I did egg. So got most of his body, other than his face, is a cactus. So cactus is leaning like fuck because I ran out of space on my canvas. Lives in.
A friend just sent me the Crackers Love Cheese picture in regard to the last drawing.
The what picture?
The Crackers Love Cheese. Hang on, I'll send it to you.
Okay. Second now. Any second.
Had to open it in browser to copy it.
Now. Oh!
Crackers Love Cheese. I'm allowed to say that. I can reclaim.
True. Okay. But it does also, I'm realizing, say he has legs of a cactus. Every white person you know will eat shredded cheese straight from the bag. Not me.
Oh, I should get some shredded cheese to eat straight from the bag.
That shit just feels gross to me. By the way, I've already committed to drawing a little potted plant That's how I do it.
Likes come at the bottom of the potted plant.
Other people in the chat room are not beating the allegations, it seems, but
You're the exception that proves the rule.
it's funny to be like, oh shit, is that a thing people do? And then seeing 30 people being like, oh fuck, I could go and do that.
We are not beating the allegations.
I'm not beating Cactus Baby.
I hope not. This is gonna be a controversial take, I imagine, but don't beat babies, okay?
Okay. So that's a leg. I'm making him look really sad and pitiful. I hope that's okay. I hope that's okay. For Cactus Baby. I really hope it's okay. That I made him look really bad and sickly. Pathetic. So he has a funny ass like a baboon, also made of cactus. Now, the famous ass of a baboon is like pink. Red. But cactus is green. But cactus got beautiful bright flowers. But I don't think I'm skilled enough to make a big flower ass. You want to go look at a big flower ass. They got that more. Okay. And one sort of cactus branch thing for Arn.
Thanks for getting me into Warframe. I've logged 500 hours since May.
Awesome. That's a lot of
Flawless.
hours. I'm glad you're enjoying it, but I hope you're taking breaks.
Hello, and what is that? That's Cactus Boy.
That's Cactus Boy.
Cactus Baby.
Yeah, hang on. Here's what the commission was, and I quote. How can you draw Cactus Boy? He is an old baby with a gray, wrinkled, sad face. Most of his body, other than his face, is a cactus. He has legs of cactus. He has a funny ass like a baboon, also made of cactus, and he has one sort of a cactus branch thing for arm. Easy, right? Everyone, easy to understand. It's just Cactus Boy. What's not clicking? It's Cactus Boy.
It's Cactus Boy, you know him.
About to know him.
You have no choice.
And now he's holding up the famous cheese. It's all connected.
He's offering it to me. I'm falling for his trap.
He doesn't enjoy doing this. Bright red, beautiful flower, baboon made of cactus. Isn't that lovely?
Isn't it beautiful? It looks like a cutie mark.
It... You know... Kinda. Kinda.
Little bit.
Blood on his arm. Kinda.
Kinda.
I hope you enjoy the artistic liberty I've taken by also making him rooted in the flower pot. It's not a very big flower pot. It's way too small for a plant of this size, and that might be why he's so sad and pitiful. You should really consider potting him in a bigger one. Maybe he would be happier and wouldn't need to grow cactus legs. Or a big baboon cactus ass. But, I don't know, I'm not a cactus owner.
Just a cactus enthusiast.
You know, I suppose I do like cactuses.
Yeah, someday we'll have a garden where you can have a cute little cactus.
That's it. That's all of them. I made the canvas really fucking big because I thought this one was much bigger than it was. That's all of the ones from last time and this time. That's all of the 5th sheet that I have put together.
That's all, folks.
Yippee!
How many sheets do you have? Out of curiosity, I don't remember.
There were 8, and this is 5.
Oh, over halfway!
Yes. I need to remember to, like, put these in, like, a fucking folder that I can upload these to my laptop so that I can, you know, do them when I'm over at your place next month.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna put a reminder of that in stream plans right now.
Smart. Because I do... These have been, like, a lot more fun, I found, doing them with you and having someone to bounce off with.
Aw, yeah, and it's always fun to hang out and chat and do some drawing.
Yeah.
I am hoping I can make myself do more of that on my own, because, like, I got some commission backlog. If you have commissioned me ever, I'm so sorry for the way I am as a person.
Like me!
Like you. I got those. I got comics I want to do. I really ought to do some more, like, planning type stuff for, sorry.
Ass, by the way.
I gotta do more planning stuff for my comic. I got a few more, like, one-off type characters I want to, like, flesh out.
Yeah, we've talked about this a couple times on our own, but just, like, you know, eventually I'm going to finish the commissions list that I have, and I'm not sure if/when I'll open them again. I probably will eventually, but I don't think I'll do it, like, right away or nothing. But, you know, hanging out like this is fun, and, like, you know, it's a good excuse to get together and do some drawing stuff, and Uz certainly does more drawing than me, so the thought was, like, maybe at some point we could, like, do this, like, on her stream, and then instead of me popping over every now and then to see what she's doing, it'll be she pops over every now and then to see what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, I would like to do that. I could also... Maybe I should... I'm sorry, I'm having, like, 12 thoughts at once.
Let's go. I like it when you have thoughts.
Yeah. I already have to, like, redo some, well, I don't have to, I don't have to redo necessarily, but I have a lot of, like, cleanup stuff I want to do on my channel before I go back. Stuff like fixing the tips, fixing up Nightbot, doing some cleanup on the actual layout.
Yeah.
And, could be fun to do a layout specifically that, like, lets me put an instead of what you're drawing or something like that.
That sounds cute.
Yeah.
I've just been, like,
And,
manually going over every now and then and tabbing back.
I don't have the focus for that, unfortunately. You know, I can't tell time so good.
And neither do I. I've literally done this twice all stream. My point being, okay.
But yeah. But yeah, and you know, I got enough friends who draw that having a layout like that would be useful for just when I want to be like, hey, me and some friends are gonna hang out and draw stuff.
Yeah, have someone else on, show what they're working on.
Yeah.
Be fun as fuck.
Gotta talk Jay into playing toys with me or something.
What, you're telling me I get to listen to my partner doing art, possibly with people that I know, and I don't even have to worry about being on a stream to do that? Fuck yeah, let's go. I'm kicking back.
It's very funny back when I first started streaming and back when we were first heavily flirting with each other in retrospect.
Hi.
I did a lot of art streams where you just come and hang out in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, I do miss doing that, but that was at a point when I was underemployed and also it was lockdown. So, you know, a little bit of a different world, as it were.
Still sounds like a fun thing to try and making the time for, though, you know?
Yeah, I miss streaming on my own. I miss doing more art stuff. I would like to get back to it, but, you know, I gotta balance it with multiple jobs and having my own apartment and, like, things like that. Life, I don't know. Life is hard sometimes.
Yup.
But it is worth it to do things with people you love and things that are important to you.
Yeah. And the Smash Bros. Music is playing.
And the Smash Bros. Music is playing. Seki Yamaja's famous Smash Brothers.
He was always making right?
Yeah.
He was always making the Smash Bros. Music appear when he was on the scene.
Always doing this.
Which is kind of fucked up, because I think his time period that he exists in is maybe before, or way after, one of those Smash Bros. For the N64.
It's the retro future, yeah.
So way after. Got it.
It's like, I forget. Cricket's in chat. Cricket, correct me if anything I get wrong. I think it's like 2144 or something like that.
Oh, that's fun. Retro futurism stuff is fun. I'm always charmed by
It is. I'm always charmed by like retro future and by like like almost Hypnospace style, like the present, but it's a little bit different, so you just get to make some weird shit up.
Mm-hmm. Here's my thought.
Mm-hmm.
I do gotta go up for break, and I gotta use the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually I want to show off fan art.
Yeah.
But I'm not in so urgent desire to like get up and get out of the house right now because the clouds have come.
Oh, the clouds.
So it goes. Would you, hun, if I like go on break and then come back, would you want to just like hang out for another little bit and shoot the shit while you draw?
Yeah, I was gonna say, why don't we go for like 1 more hour? I draw a little bit more, we shoot the shit, we look at fan art, and then I go dye my hair, because I have to dye my hair today.
Oh yeah, you gotta do your hair. I forgot.
Yeah, but I'm in no rush to do that either. I should probably eat something before I get my hands all gooped.
You need to eat food.
I know.
You need it to be alive.
I know. Here's the fucked up thing. I ran out of milk yesterday, and I had a real bad brain day yesterday. I like was so unfocused I didn't get up.
Oh no.
And so I didn't go out to get milk like I had planned to do.
Which means you didn't get more groceries. Oh.
Yeah, so I don't have milk for cereal, which is like an easy and filling thing I can eat when I am not in a good brain mode.
You got cup noodle, right?
I should make udon. You're so right. Honey, you're saving my life. I gotta order more of those so we have them when you visit. I think I have like 1 left.
Yeah, those things are good. And also...
They're really good.
And also I can put a bunch of veggies in them so that you eat more veggies.
Yeah, I do have to eat vegetables sometimes.
You
They
need
keep
to-
telling me this.
Sometimes?
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
Sometimes.
You are literally a vegetarian.
I was about to say note for the chat. I am a vegetarian.
You need to eat vegetables more often than you do.
I know.
I'm sorry for putting you on blast like that. If I'm being too much, you can tell me to cut it out.
No, it's fine. Someone's gotta fuss over me. And also, here's the problem. You're the only person I know who can reliably make vegetables yummy.
That's so very, very sad. Okay, it's break time. I will be right back.
Yay! You can leave the drawing on if you want. I'm in the zone.
Alright, I'll be right back then.
Hello, those of you who are not being advertised to. The one rough thing about like art streaming that I'm not used to is it is hard to both focus on making the art and focus on people saying things in the chat. I gotta be better about looking up and seeing what's going on. At least I have a tough time with that. I know some people got a handle on it. Other people stream with buddies to get around it, which is what I'm doing today, I suppose. How's that looking? I gotta check it without the sketch. That's looking. That's looking. That's these fucking guys. Puck looks a little more worried now, I think, now that I gave him some of his mouth. I see the text on screen. You can say anything about Zeki? Okay! Oh, I gotta think up something made up and wrong to say about Zeki. What's something I can make up about this man? He's a nice man. He's just the sweetest little boy you'll ever meet. Okay, saying he's straight is too much even for the bit. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Zeki from Heartbreak Gulch? Yeah, everyone go look at Heartbreak Gulch art, okay? You have to. You have to look at Heartbreak Gulch art and love it and then give Cricket money so I can see more Heartbreak Gulch art. Need it. I need more merch of Eddie to haunt me in my house. Oh god, I just looked up and there's a print of Zeki right there watching me do this. God damn it. Son of a bitch. He's looking. I don't think I can make stuff up about him now. He's gonna come getting me. I'm gonna get that big block of cheese and he's gonna have poisoned it already. Anyway, he and Buck are friends, but Buck isn't aware of this. Buck does not know that. Buck has not been told. But yeah, y'all ask me whatever you like. I like talking and thinking about the process. I like talking and thinking about guys and dudes and characters. I like playing with toys. That's what they don't tell you about making up OCs, is it's just playing toys for adults, and it's good and healthy, and it's good for your brain, and it's good for your heart, and you should do it even if you don't share it with anyone. Just good to make up guys. It's good and healthy. We as a species are good to... We're supposed to make up stories. That's how we're supposed to live. Line work is so good. Thank you. I like doing ink work. I like doing line work. Zoom in on these things. What's wrong with this guy?
I came back just to see these things. Let's go.
Look at these fucking things!
These things.
These fucking things. Tin it up, old man.
Is that good?
Based on the gay people I've spoken to, yes.
I don't know. I feel like we've taken a pretty hardline stance on being pro big tits here, so...
Correct. I don't know if anyone could hear that. I just slapped that thing.
That's what that was. I thought you were clapping your hands.
I mean, in a roundabout sort of way.
What do you mean by that?
You know.
I don't think boobs is hands.
Yeah, but you can clapping them.
Picking them.
Picking them. Don't picking them! I'm like clutching my boob.
Why are you doing that?
Because you shouldn't pick them.
Trying to
Hurting.
pick a fucking color that's high contrast enough that it doesn't blend in with the, I guess, super bright green, but that's also kind of hard to look at. Is there a way that you can add fucking an outline to text? OBS.
I think so. That's how I do all my text in OBS.
Ow.
There's just
outline.
Like if you
fucking
scroll down, there's
God.
an outline.
This whole time, it's just been a fucking checkbox that I had never checked. I'm gonna get in trouble. They're gonna send me to The Hague.
That's so sad and mean of them.
There we go. Okay. That's so much easier to look at. This whole time it was that easy, and I'm kind of mad now. I suppose it's better to learn than to have never learned.
Mm-hmm.
You famously love learning here.
We love learning.
Yup.
Also, honey, I'm gonna count on you a little bit to tell me if there's anything interesting in the chat, because it's hard to look up and down so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you!
I'm watching that shit.
Yay!
If anyone has any questions, I can field them.
Why am I saying it like that? Fun, I
Orson
guess.
Welles, is that you?
That's... I don't think that's Orson Welles. I'm doing kind of a ghoul voice. Orson Welles as a famous ghoul would have been amazing, but he didn't do it.
Aw, if only.
Why is he not doing that nowadays? Is he stupid or something?
In a way.
What?
I think he's dead.
And that makes him stupid?
Dumbass motherfucker couldn't even stay alive, lol!
If I was on my deathbed.
It simply wouldn't be. If I had a health
Easy.
problem, I just wouldn't have it. What's the issue? Depression is now
What's-
cured. It was that easy all
Chronically
along.
ill, not anymore.
Right, it's been that easy all along. Why didn't I think of that until now? Yeah, I was stupid. No!
No,
And I'm drinking water.
it's water.
How's everyone doing today? Y'all having a good day? I was in fact right when I was like, oh, I'm feeling really bad and anxious today, but it's probably just because I've got like pre-stream jitters. Turns out, yep. Now I'm feeling
Happens.
fine.
Yay! I like when my wife feels fine.
Uh-huh. I'm sorry to hear you're having a Bobo day, Dr. Pazuzu. Hope we
Aw,
get better.
Hopefully it picks up, yeah.
You had a giant bowl of falafel spicy rice and a big thing of milk tea. Destroyed your stomach in one fell swoop. Well, that's no good. Damn, sounds like it
Uh-oh.
was worth it though. I want falafel.
We can get it soon! We'll be back at the nice place near me, remember?
I want to get, actually no. There's like 3 or 4 different places that I want to get from like right away when we're back at your area.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to decide which one I want first based on how I feel that specific day, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, hey, we're getting back on the train after our trip. You know what's right across from the train station?
Oh, I do.
The good tacos.
The good taco place. Oh.
Well, then herein then lies the problem. For a lot of these places where it's like, I want to go back there and eat, there's like 1 or 2 things that I know I want to try before I start thinking like, alright, well, what other stuff that I haven't tried do I want? The really good taco place, there's like 8 or 9 things that I'm like, yeah, I can fuck that up right now.
They have so many options, and they're all fucking delicious.
Yup. I might get bold and I might get myself 2 tacos instead of just 1.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. What does the background of this fucking meme look like? It's got a door in it.
What? Oh, you're doing... I didn't realize you were doing like a redraw of like a meme or something.
Yeah, the woman holding up the sad man Kevin Hart.
The what? What's a Kevin Hart?
A man? A human man?
Oh, Kevin Hart the person! Like H-A-R-T, Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
I thought you meant a Kevin Hart, like a human heart. And I didn't understand
no,
what-
not that one.
I didn't understand what the Kevin quantifier would have been there, or qualifier. Because it wasn't anything, that's why. He's in the fucking Borderlands movie?
Oh, the fucking Borderlands movie.
Man, Man, I was talking about that movie the other day on stream. Here's the thing. I don't want to spend a red fucking cent on that movie for like 20 different reasons.
Maybe more.
Maybe more. I do want to watch it. Because I think it's interesting to engage with bad art sometime.
Mm-hmm. You gotta see how and why they fucked it up.
But here's the problem in my head, I suppose, is that it's like, well, if I go and find like a pirated copy of it somewhere, I'm not paying any money for that. But someone else did to go and see it.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess me watching or not watching it isn't gonna change the fact that someone did, you know?
Yeah.
I specifically want to see if I can trick people into watching it with me as a shitty double feature with the Monster Hunter movie.
Oh my god, we did talk about that, didn't we?
Yeah. We brought that up to a couple of friends at some point.
Yeah, and then half the chat went, oh right, they made a Monster Hunter movie.
Uh-huh. It's not good. They sure did make a Monster Hunter movie. If I'm remembering right, it's about, like, the US military getting pulled into the Monster Hunter world and they have to fight Rathalos now. The guns don't work.
Which is about the worst premise you could have for a Monster Hunter movie, I think. Like, I can't think of many worse ones.
Yeah, like... There's plenty of things you can do for a damn Monster Hunter movie, and that's just kind of one of the weirdest pulls for it. Hamburger store was fucked today? That's no good. Don't have to go back
Oh,
for a
no.
week? That's so good!
That's so good.
Art was good. I finished a whole sheet of commissions. And now we're just hanging out and shooting the shit while my partner draws.
Yay!
A Monster Hunter rom-com might be worse. I don't think I would rate a romantic comedy necessarily worse than, like, a puff piece about the US military. No.
Yeah, no, I would prefer... I want to see them pull that off. I think that'd be really funny.
See, a Monster Hunter rom-com would probably be really stupid. But...
But in, like, a charming way.
No, not even necessarily in a charming way. But I would consider it above what we got.
Frankly, most things are better than active military propaganda.
Not a very high bar, though.
It's not a high bar, but you can clear it.
Right, yeah, I agree with Ray Bunny and Chad. It would at least probably be a little funnier.
It would at least be the, like, pleasantly baffled, why is this the choice they made, than the agonizing, knowing the answer is the US military paid them to make propaganda, why is this the choice they made?
Here's some money so you can make Rathalos. Alright, bye. And I'm drinking water.
For anyone who is not familiar with Heartbreak Gulch watching this, and again, please go look at the good art. I need you to understand Zeki is like 7 feet tall,
Uh-huh.
and Buck is like 5'6".
He's little.
So
I'm taller
just
than
put
he
that-
is.
just put that in your mind as you look at this setup here. I'm gesturing to it with my hand, even though you can't see that.
I didn't know he was so short. I could pick him up. Oh, hang on.
He's a short king, yeah. I was about to ask if you have a salad now.
Yup. How'd you know?
I've trained in my mind that noise means you're getting a salad.
Uh-huh. it's always very funny. Like, I feel like this happens every time I'm either, like, doing a stream or, like, on call with you around this time of the day. My mom gets home from work, and I, like, go out and see her, and I'm like, oh, hi, how you doing? And she's like, oh, I'm doing good. I'm making a salad. Do you want some? And it's like, yep. And then I go back to whatever I'm doing, and an indeterminate amount of time later there's a knock at my door, and it's like, what's up? Oh, right, salad.
Oh yeah, the salad I asked for.
Oh yeah, the thing you said you would make for me, and then I said yes, please. I forgot. His outlaw name means stick bug?
Yeah, Phasmid.
Oh, this gangly motherfucker. I could sneeze and he'd blow away.
Yeah, Zeki is, Zeki plays multiple parts. He is the de facto nurse because the doctor is a horse. Don't ask any follow-up questions.
I saw that image that you drew of the doctor as a horse.
Yeah, the doctor's a horse. Dr. Horatio, he's a good man.
And it was really wonderful reading your post that you made talking about everyone loves Dr. Horatio, and I was looking at it and thinking, now hang on. I know the other guy, and his name is not Horatio, it's Zeki. And then realized, oh, it's the horse.
Literally a minute and a half after I posted that, I got a DM from wonderful friend of Hallow, friend of Jake, just saying, so is the doctor the horse?
Or
So yeah, Zeki is the de facto nurse because doctor needs hands sometimes, and he's got those.
Doctors usually need hands.
Yeah,
Not always, though.
he manages like the town library, all their like informational stuff, and he owns a lot of insects and rattlesnakes and stuff.
Is that good?
Depends on who you're asking.
I'm asking you.
I think it's great.
Competition for Dr. Scorpion? Oh no, we cannot let Dr. Scorpion into this project that someone else is working on.
Who's Dr. Scorpion?
I...
Great start.
Dr. Scorpion is a thing that Brady was talking to me and Rex about a while ago on one of the Doom streams. What was it specifically? It was like... something about, like, if there was a doctor and it was, like, one of the best doctors in the world, the most reputable, most effective doctor, and they were offering some kind of, like, life-saving procedure for you, but the doctor was a scorpion, would you go to the doctor? Something like that, right? People with better memories that remember my streams better than I do can corroborate that, maybe. And it was there's a whole, like, hypothetical that Brady kept trying to paint. And it was just like, I mean, yeah, if everyone can corroborate that the Dr. Scorpion is the good doctor, why wouldn't I go? And Brady was like, 'cause he's a scorpion!
Now see, I know the comparison we're drawing in this scenario is to Dr. Horatio, who is the horse. I think this is more along the lines of how it is when people ask if you would go to Nurse Zeki.
Well, Nurse Zeki sounds like it's more an act of convenience on account of he's the only one qualified to be the nurse here.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Scorpion is not the only doctor in this scenario, he is just the best.
I mean, Zeki's the best on account of who else is there.
Well, Dr. Scorpion is not the only one in the world. Dr. Scorpion is just a doctor.
Zeki's not the only one in the world. You could drive 40 minutes into the nearest town and hope there's a doctor there.
Right, but that's a different scenario. This is not getting access to medical care would be difficult. This is getting access to medical care is fine, and Dr. Scorpion is here.
We're creating a new hypothetical here. This is awesome.
You're trying to paint a completely different picture of Dr. This is the curse of Dr. Scorpion! This happens anytime Dr. Scorpion comes up!
Anyway, to close this Pandora's box, my final answer is yes, I would trust Dr. Scorpion with my life. I'm so glad this is a universal Dr. Scorpion scenario.
Dr. Scorpion will help you. Dr. Scorpion will do the
beautiful.
procedure.
His fucking twink. What else should I draw? Parentheses. I will only take requests if you say something really interesting and or funny, so take your best shot.
Gumby. Heartbreak
Okay.
Gumby.
Okay.
Gumby coded.
What does Gumby look like?
Oh god, she's doing it. What have
I
done?
said if it was really interesting or funny. You know I commit to the bit.
You think Gumby
Oh,
is interesting or funny?
I think Gumby being the first suggestion is interesting and or funny. Oh, apologies to friend of Cricket. I'm about to do something evil.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's kind of Gumby. That's kind of what he looks like.
That's close enough. I got the Gumby on my shelf. It's the same shape.
Yay!
Oh, are you doing like a Gumbetti thing here?
No, who's that?
Eddie but Gumby?
Oh, then yes.
They're calling her the psychic. On account of she can predict anything. But who's the pokey in this situation?
Jacob Spain.
I'm not familiar yet.
Eddie's dead horse.
Well, Gumby's not... Pokey's not dead.
Not yet.
Is that a threat to Pokey?
No, just a grim reality.
I don't think Gumby's world quite follows those rules.
Not yet.
The Pokey connection isn't that they're also a horse. The Pokey connection is that they're Gumby's, like, wisecracking, straight man, sarcastic companion.
I believe that could have been Jacob Spain when she was alive.
And is also alive currently.
Well, Jacob Spain was also alive once.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
That's
It's very
the whole
sad.
point that I'm making. You thought Pokey was a cartoon? No, Pokey is clay.
Is that cartoons?
Hmm?
Sorry, I'm quoting my own fucking drawing.
Is clay alive? It depends. It really depends, honestly. My salad is good, by the way. I hope egregious salad sounds aren't coming through the microphone.
Not egregious. Little bit of plate sound. Just a little. Oh, Gumby's mouth is so fucking weird.
It's just mouth.
It like bends in a way that is abnormal to me.
It's just mouth for biting. Gumby's famous bite.
Famous bite of Gumby.
Gumby's succulent bite that he was always doing is the problem. Does Gumby have teeth? It depends.
Depends.
Does he need teeth?
depends.
Phantasmagoric Lich in chat says they're making an animated Gumby show with question marks. Okay, listen. Here's what you have to understand. Yes, they've said there are plans to make an animated Gumby show. They've said that. They've shown, like, one single bit of, like, promo art for it. Number one, they've said there's going to be 2 Gumby cartoons, but one of them doesn't even fucking have a showrunner. Last I heard. It was, yep, we plan to do 2 of them. We don't know who's making one of them at all. 2. Throughout history, many times, people have gone, oh, we have the Gumby license. We have access to the Gumby license. We've got Gumby plans. Here's what we're going to do is we're going to make something with Gumby. We're going to make a new Gumby thing. And it almost always never comes to fruition. It almost always never sees the light of day. Now, you might maybe think, oh man, there is a Gumby curse? There is a curse preventing people from being able to make things with Gumby, and that's why Gumby has never come back? More realistically, I think the answer is no one gives a shit about Gumby.
Gumby is a property that only could exist in a very specific period of American entertainment, and we are no longer in it.
Who in the modern day is clamoring for more Gumby, aside from A, people that grew up with Gumby, or B, people that really, really like claymation? And here's the thing. Most of the things they have proposed to be we're doing Gumby again today are not things that appeal to either of those camps. The Gumby new show that they are proposing is not claymation. So what's the point?
What's even the point?
Does anyone else remember? Probably not. I'm probably the only one haunted by this to this day. Does anyone else remember when fucking NFTs started being a thing that was, like, doing the rounds and getting popularity? Pretty much immediately around then, someone who had the Gumby rights was like, alright, guys, Gumby is coming back in a big way, and here's how we're going to do it. Web3 integration. Do you know what came out of that?
Less than nothing. That was the start and end of it.
Yes. Absolutely no thing at all. Do you know what the most relevance Gumby has had in years is? Gumby's Pizza, which is a franchise of pizza places popping up in, like, college towns around America, which just inexplicably has the Gumby name attached to it. And they have famous Pokey Sticks that you can buy and eat. I think the Pokey Sticks are just breadsticks.
I would not be surprised.
I want to go to a Gumby's Pizza.
We'll find one for you, honey, I promise you.
Where?
College Town, I suppose.
So, when are we going to go out of our way to go to a college town in another state?
I can think of at least a couple opportunities.
It's more than I can think of. Respect. Gumby VTuber? Oh, don't make me sick. Don't make me sick.
Only if you make it out of actual clay and, like, assemble the frames together.
See, I would respect that.
And even then, it's gonna be bad.
I would respect that, but I don't think anyone who wants the Gumby license has any respect for that. They want Gumby money. There's no money in Gumby.
But they want that Gumby money.
The Gumby well dried up about 20 or 30 years ago at the earliest. Or at the latest. The Gumby well dried up when they were making the Gumby movie. It was dry before that.
Things were already not so good in Gumby's world.
Don't make me bring up the Gumby movie earning statistics. You go on Wikipedia, you look at how much money was spent on that movie, and you look at how much they earned theatrically.
The numbers, for better or worse, speak for themselves.
I like pre-rendered claymation VTuber rig type of thing. That sound really cool though.
Mm-hmm. I want someone better to do that. That's a free idea. Someone better out there take that. Oh yeah, wait, Cricket did that!
Let's go.
Not a full VTuber, but a PNG tuber sculpted.
Still cool all the same. I consider that to all be under the same umbrella.
Yeah, still very cool. Oh, this is awful.
What's wrong? Oh, you gave him hair. That's the problem.
Not hair, just mustache.
Body hair.
Well, it's not Eddie if he's not a little hairy with it.
Well, no, it's Gumby.
No, it's Gumbetti.
This is like a Gumby that someone rolled around on, like, the floor and it caught, like, a bunch of cat hair and dust and particles. This will be real in 2026, by the way.
Yeah, that's so. They're finally going to give Cricket the Gumby license, the Gumby money, and it's immediately going to be used to go into Heartbreak Gulch.
Oh no, this is not the license. Strictly illegal. Strictly, like, under the table.
Spray this guy on the side of a van somewhere.
I need to learn how to work with, like, clay and plasticine and stuff so I can just make this.
Working with clay is fun. I've been wanting to get back into it.
I haven't done clay stuff in years and years.
It's good to make things with your hands.
It is. I'm sure I showed you the shitty little bee that I made.
I think you did, but I'd love to see it again.
I have to go find it and take a picture.
I'd love to see a bee.
The secret to Gumby infringement is nobody can call you on it without admitting they own Gumby! That's an even worse indictment than someone committing a Gumby crime, yeah? You're right. You're right. Sculpting stream? That'd be fun. I've had the urge, had the itch.
I've had the tickle lately.
To do like streams for like Lego or like model building stuff or like similar stuff like that. Because like, that's fun. I like doing that. I don't have the setup for it, and also that stuff is expensive. But I've thought about it. I've thought about it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, if you do it for stream, that becomes a write-off. That becomes a stream investment.
Still expensive.
Mm-hmm.
They have Lego Online Builder? Yeah, but then I'm not touching it with my hands, you know?
Again, the building something with your hands is an important part of it.
Mm.
Like, me doing this right here and me, like, sketching in a physical sketchbook are two very different processes, you know?
Yeah.
Some of the same, like, physical and mental, like, practice and learning applies, but it's a different thing. It gives you a different brain itch.
The digital Lego stuff is fucking cool, though. Whoa! Gumby in the darkness world.
Something went wrong.
He touched Fuzzy. He got dizzy.
I forgot I hadn't finished that line yet. Got excited, got ahead of myself.
Nope, let's use that fill tool again. Send him to the world of darkness.
Okay. Gum.
Welcome!
This is what you see before you die.
This is what you see before you live. This is what you see when it all begins. Music is so pleasant considering what is being crafted right now. It's from Kirby Air Ride. The Lighthouse music.
Kirby Air Ride.
We have some
Kirby Air
praise
Ride
for
does
you
have
in
such
chat.
good music.
We have praise for you in chat coming from Mokamura. Puzz, I love your line thickness / variation. Too often my stuff is too smooth and lacks the sort of real pen on paper feel your stuff has. It's good.
Aw, thank you. Yeah, learning and practicing line variation and line width will really add a lot to your work if you do a lot of, like, line work type stuff. Or even, like, pencil work, to be honest.
Pencils.
Yeah. It's a good thing to practice if that's something that you enjoy and you feel that you need a little work on. I would highly recommend it. And some of that does come from, like, a lot of my earlier work was doing, like, very traditional style inks on paper.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Don't think I knew that.
Yeah, like I did Inktober every year for a while. I when I went to art school, it was still like, well, it wasn't early enough that digital art wasn't like a thing, but it was of the period where it was still possible for art teachers to be really, really stubborn and not want to learn or teach digital art. So I did a lot of very, like, old-fashioned traditional stuff. And, like, in addition to learning digital art, like, I've been doing digital art for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's learning a bit of, like, well, how does this pen do this? How does this pen do that? It's helpful for learning, like, line weight variation type stuff. And also, slap down a fucking paper texture. It'll save your life one day.
Yippee! Talking
Oh, this
about
might
art
be the
stuff
one.
is reminding me, there was that one stream I... someday,
You'll have to remind me, I say a lot of things.
with Monster Hunter.
That's right.
Maybe
that
when the
could
new
be
one
fun.
comes.
Yeah, maybe when the new one.
It sounds like the way they're putting Wilds together, it was much easier to be a game where you just kind of wander around and look at what critters are doing in it,
Yeah,
to some degree.
it'll be fun if and when we get around to it. Ooh. They love doing that.
They kind of do. What's the deal?
I remember, speaking of the hot second I was in art school, the
Mhm.
school I went to was very much in, like, a coastal town, like, right by the sea.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the first night I moved in, like, I'm already like, oh, I'm living away from home long term now. I'm getting used to a new place. I'm
Sure.
having, like, the just moved in, like, homesickness and, like, uneasiness of, like, oh, it's a new place. I'm going to sleep. I'm not used to it yet. And this was not helped by the fact that directly outside my window, that entire night, an entire flock of seagulls made sounds like they were having a bar fight the entire fucking night.
Let's go.
It sounded like birds were dying out there.
The Rowdy Boys.
And it was never that bad again, even though there's obviously seagulls all over town. It was never that noisy again, so I felt it was my own special welcome.
It was an omen.
Oh, not a good one.
They were giving you a dire warning. Of what? We're still not sure.
I did end up dropping out of that school, so maybe of that.
I suppose.
Oh, God in heaven.
Uh-huh.
This guy walks up to you at the gay bar, what you doing?
Throwing up, I think.
With apologies to Cricket Guts.
What do you mean, apologies? I'm not apologizing for shit.
Thank you, Mist Heart, for God is in his heaven and you are drawing Gumbetti.
As you do, as you do.
Yeah, just believe this is what Eddie looks like in real Heartbreak Gulch.
I believe it.
And his beautiful horse, may she rest in peace.
I don't believe that.
So I've been playing The Sims recently because my brain don't work so good.
That's a good start.
And my friends have also been playing The Sims and put their guys up on the gallery or whatever, so of course I'm like, I'm gonna drop them down and see what the fuck happens. And, you know, turn on, like, bits and pieces of free will. Mistake on several levels. I'm not gonna get into all of that. What I am going to get into is
Just drop
that...
that bombshell and go, not gonna get into it, though. I mean, I guess you can. You are doing that.
People wouldn't have context anyway!
Yay!
Go through the entire Heartbreak Gulch tag and come back, and then you'll have the context.
Okay! You need to
But
read
anyway,
the textbook before you can come to our class discussion, I guess.
But anyway, the important thing is almost as soon as we turned away, as soon as we stopped looking at him, Eddie found and adopted a horse.
As you do.
Like, as soon as he was let to his own devices, just went, horse.
Horse.
And I need to emphasize, there was nothing about, like, the sim creation specifically. There was nothing in his traits or in his, like, AI that was, like, user set that made him especially, like, liable to go for horses or anything. That was just a decision the AI made itself because apparently it saw this man and went, okay, I know what to do. Yeah, a horse named Pie who he's best friends with.
This guy's having a midlife crisis. Get ye to a horse.
That is exactly what is happening to Eddie, to be frank.
Uh-huh.
He was so enamored with his new best friend, horse named Pie, that he forgot to get with the twink, and the twink went on his own horrible adventure.
Like me when Fallout New Vegas.
Exactly. It's just like Fallout New Vegas.
I get Eddie as a companion, and then I forget about all the other people. So they're all just off doing their own thing while I'm walking around with my little robot ball.
I forgot Eddie's in Fallout New Vegas. I got confused.
Yeah! My ball Eddie! Different Eddie!
Eddie Ball OC.
I mean, I guess you can draw a damn ball and give it, like, a hat and mustache.
Yeah, okay.
You're about to do it, aren't you? Do you want me to send you a picture of Eddie?
I think I know. It's that big round thing with the claws and all, right?
Claws?
Yeah, the claws and the dangly bits.
Claws? What are you fucking talking about?
Don't it got claws?
No. Hang on, let me send you an image. I think you're thinking of Mr. Handy.
Maybe I'm thinking of Mr. Handy?
Mr. Handy's is a different robot, hun. Hang on. Sorry, whenever I tab out, it makes the feed gray for a sec. This is Eddie. I've sent you Eddie.
I gotta click on a chat real quick. Oh! Ball! Ball!
Now let me send you a picture of who I think you were thinking of. because it matches up a little better with what you're making right now.
Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking of.
You were thinking of Mr. Handful. You were thinking
This
of
guy
Mr.
also doesn't
Hands-on.
really have claws.
No, but he's got like a saw and a grabber hand and like a welding torch. That's kind of like a claw.
Kind of like Claw.
What you have drawn is just a ball, and I am delighted by it.
Yeah, Eddie Balosi.
Eddie Balosi.
Shooting you, killing you. Okay?
Not okay at all.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I guess I don't really have a say in this.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take it up with him and, like, look at him.
I'm not taking anything up with him. He's shooting me dead. Message from Cricket Guts. Actually, nobody in chat should look at Heartbreak Gulch. I want everyone to know Eddie as this.
Yeah, this is Eddie Ramirez.
Admittedly, I need to spend more time looking into, like, the things you have made for it. So most of what I know about it so far is just anecdotes that I hear from Puzz.
And Cowboy Curtis.
And Cowboy Curtis, I know him. He's Eddie. Right?
Cowboy Curtis, you know that man.
I know Cowboy Curtis. He's on your cup that you drink out of.
he ambushes me.
What do you mean he ambushes you?
Because every time I put a drink in Cowboy Curtis cup, I forget that's the cup I get, and then I'll be either drawing or talking about Eddie, and I'll look over to take a sip of coffee, and he's there, smiling at me with his stupid face.
He's your
Fuck that guy.
He's your damn cup. How do you not know him? That's Cowboy Curtis.
That's Cowboy Curtis.
You literally love him or don't.
Forgot his stupid lines.
You forgot his stupid.
Oh, I always remember his stupid. Don't you worry.
Yay.
I love the shape of the
That's
cowboy
good. Or not.
Curtis hut.
Impossible to
Is this
forget.
it?
This happens on account of his.
It doesn't happen on account of his stupid.
I'm learning a lot today. Yeah, this is Cowboy Curtis.
Cowboy Curtis.
I've seen him. He's famous from a cup in my wife's house. I think I've called multiple different characters across multiple different things Cowboy Curtis. 'Cause I
And you're
forgot
right
what
every
their name
time.
Was. Fucking... I'm literally bringing up New Vegas again, but the fucking cowboy robot that hounds you, I also call him Cowboy Curtis. What's his damn name? That one pervert everyone knows. Played it. Victor! Thank you. That's Cowboy Curtis. Sometimes I'm thinking about, like, fucking old spaghetti westerns, which usually don't even name some of the characters, because that was the style at the time. And I'm just like, oh, you know, Cowboy Curtis and his buddy are going across the Civil War, and they get arrested. You can describe multiple New Vegas robots as the pervert robot. That's true.
I have little understanding of New Vegas, and I think it is a little bit the perfect robot game.
More than a little.
It's that one that gets really horny about you breathing. I remember her.
Well, she's... Okay, well, would you consider a human brain housed in a robot to be a robot?
You're right, it's more of a cyborg situation.
That's Dr. Dalla. No, you're right, Steve-O Citrus. I do not consider Fisto to be the pervert robot when he's the literal sex bot.
Fisto is a really good name for a sex robot.
The pervert in the Fisto scenario is the guy that tells you to make Fisto and it's like,
Yeah, some of those real freaks want a sex robot. Oh man, I can just imagine them being held by that robot and it's doing sex to them.
anyways, go and make it.
What else I draw? I gotta get Gumby off my screen, man! Close that tab!
I do like Cricket apologizing for informing you about Dr. Dalla.
Some crimes can never be forgiven.
Dr. Dalla is really funny because depending on your character's, like, gender, you have a different, oh, this is usually how I masturbate, like, dialogue with her, and she gives you different items based on it. Really awesome to be talking to the pervert scientist and just being like,
Yeah, usually I just get like a cannibal spam and attach some batteries to it to make it vibrate.
Oh, never mind. That's 8. That's a different one. I thought that was also Dala. I get a bunch of old world blues mixed up in my head. That's part of why I'm excited to go through the Fallouts, is because there's a lot of, like, little details from most of the games that I kind of get mixed up, and also it'll be a good excuse for me to play through Fallout 3 to the end, because I've never done that.
Yay! I don't know shit about Fallout 3.
So you have to get the water machine working because you're dad. And you have to go into the super radiated machine to get it working. And you ask your companions that are immune to radiation if they can go in there, and they're like, nope, can't do it. Sorry, man, it's your destiny. And then
Oh, that's what game that's from?
Yep. And then they release the post-game DLC that lets you play after the ending of the game. And instead you can ask your companion, hey, you're immune to radiation, can you do it? And he goes, that's a wonderful idea. He does it. Fallout 3 is, oh, fuck, you're dad. And then Fallout 4 is, oh, fuck, you are dad. I guess it'll also be an excuse to go through Fallout 4, which I've basically not at all played. Mostly because it didn't seem super appealing to me at first, and then I saw some little bits that were like, oh, maybe there's a couple bits that are interesting amidst all the rest of the slop here. Then, you gotta go through the act of playing Fallout 4. The robot detective is there, Piper is there. Nick Valentine is more interesting than Piper, which makes me sad because it is the unfortunate trend of the women characters being less interesting than the men.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to Soda World. One of the DLCs.
Soda!
They can go to Soda World. I don't even remember what other fucking women are in Fallout 4. There's the robot lady that's like, I am French, I want to be human. Thank you, you make me human now.
Cricket, you didn't tell me she was French!
I think Cricket was trying to protect you. There's Caitlin? I don't know what she does. She's there. There's Strong, who isn't a woman, but I like to pretend. And Strong wants the human milk of kindness. That's all the women. That's 3 and 1 I made up. I know even less about the DLCs. Go to Soda World. Do you want to go to Soda World? Why did the music stop? Music. Scary music now.
Get scared, Soda World.
It'll be interesting if we decide to go and stream through those when we get to Fallout 4, because like it's gonna be a lot of hemming and hawing in the other games. Like, all right, we got character creation. Who do we want to play? How do we want to play them? Deciding that, and then going to Fallout 4, and it's like the game kind of wants you to just play this one kind of guy. So fuck it, I'm not gonna fight that. Whatever. I'm gonna play white dude that was in the army, and it's so sad that he was, and he has to find his baby boy. And it's so sad what happened to Baby Boy. I don't actually know what happened to Baby Boy in Fallout 4. That'll be fun to learn, I guess.
I think Baby Boy become an old man?
Is that what it is?
Oh.
I know there's some dumb thing about, like, you find your son, but it's a robot clone of your son and not really your baby boy, but you have to treat it as your baby boy because something else happened to your real baby boy. Is Puzz or Holly drawing right now? Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Who's to say? we're all trying to figure out who is drawing right now.
Sarp's fucked.
I'll give Fallout 4 credit where credit is due. They remembered that the Brotherhood of Steel fucking sucks in that one. Allegedly, I'm told.
Oh, is the bar that low?
Yeah,
Aww.
yeah. I'm being mean and I'm setting my expectations into the fucking ground because I'd like to be pleasantly surprised by at least some of those games.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I have some I have some ideas about how I'm going to feel about some of it. It's fun and cute that Nick Valentine gets to be a cool character that everyone likes because he does seem kind of like one of the more interesting ones in the roster. Like, it's like, oh yeah, we're doing the game where it's like the weird panic about like, what if the robots are everywhere? What would you do? And then you've got the guy who's just like very clearly a shitty old robot, and he's like,
I'm just trying to do detective work, kid.
oh shit, it's been like almost an hour.
Oh shit.
Did you
Should we be in-
want to start wrapping up, or?
We should probably wrap it up on account of we both got other stuff to do today.
Uh-huh.
Even though it has been so fun to do drawing.
It's been fun. Thank you for hanging out with me.
Thank you for letting me draw with you!
Yippee!
Yahoo!
Thank you for letting me ramble a little bit in this last little bit about a series that I like instead of drawing.
It's good! This is literally what we should do!
We should. I do like the idea of like one of us doing drawing and the other just jawing about something.
Mm-hmm. It's good, it's fun, it's healthy.
And also I'm excited that, not excited I suppose, what's the word I want to use? I was about to say putting up with, but that's not true. I don't know. I'm glad that you're excited that when I ramble about Fallout or whatever.
I like listening to talk about things that are interesting.
Hey. Let me pull up the fan art.
Yay!
We got a couple. Let's see. Would you believe other people also like listening to Holly talk about whatever? What?
Is that true?
No. Are you sure? No. No way. You're telling me that like over 100 people would want to sit down and listen to me talk about whatever for a couple hours? No way. That'll never happen. No way. Now I'm about to sit down and eat a big bowl of cereal and take a look at my Twitch stats right now. Okay, let's look at fucking fan art. Okay, here we go. Starting with this one from Jesus Car.
Yeah, I love this!
Fucking awesome.
Oh, beautiful animals.
They got the right amount of legs. They got 5 legs. Let's go. Genuinely, I think one of my favorite things about doing these art streams, and like, I hope it doesn't sound like I'm putting myself down when I say this. I don't mean it like that. I like the way I draw. I'm happy with how I draw and the amount of effort I put into like learning how to draw and stuff. I don't draw as good as people who have been doing this for years and years and years, you know? So it is always so wonderful to me when I do my little thing, and it captivates someone that has spent more time doing art than me, and they just go,
Oh yeah. I gotta make a tribute to that.
it makes me clap my hands. It's good.
My cool dragons tribute.
Literally, my tribute to dragons. It's awesome.
It's really good.
Thank you so much. This one is from, I recognize the avatar and I never remember how to pronounce the name from memory, so I have to look up what your username is. It is Regulator. I saw you post earlier. Okay, that's it. Who says, now I felt like I was targeted for this one.
Oh, they're even more beautiful than I could imagine.
They're all stacked in a line on the same side.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
Oh, looking directly into the camera!
It is
Animal!
It is the beauty of nature. You love to see it.
Oh, you really captured the big lump paws in a way that is just, beautiful.
Awesome, thank you. Oh, this is from 10 Epic Game Gnomes, which is a hell of a username, but it's
Really
Fox
good
X.
username. Oh, so comfortable.
Let's go. Thank you very much. This is from Jojo Noid.
This happens when Holly comes to my house.
She's always doing this. Why is she always doing that to Puzz? What's wrong with her?
That's the issue.
I am obsessed with these fucking faces. Help!
Look at the hands in the first panel. That's beautiful. That's genuinely very difficult to pull off, and you did it. You did it with a plum.
I can like kind of do that with my hands, but it hurts a little.
That's scary.
Why? What's wrong? I love you.
I love you.
I don't think I can fit a whole he in there, but I mean I can. I'm doing this
can
like
practice.
literally anyone can see and no one can. Awesome. Thank you very much. This is from Unofficially Jam, who says, I've been doing a sprite along with the stream. Let's go.
Oh, how sweet!
The enormous block of cheese?
This is about the approximate scale of puzzed cheese.
The fucking Cubert! Help! Well, no, I think Cubert is swearing. Fuck! Shit! Fuck! Damn! Fuck!
Piss!
That's Cubert.
That's Hubert.
These are really fucking cool. Thank you so much.
I really particularly enjoy the munch room. That's an Undertale NPC.
It's cute! This is a guy that wanders around and has some, like, 2-line dialogue that's, like, harrowing if you think about it too much, but really funny.
Uh-huh. Yeah, honey?
The cask of Amontillado 1!
You sure it's in here?
Yeah, don't worry. Okay.
Okay. You've captured something here that is indescribable. Like this, like obviously in real life we do not look like this, but in real life we do look like this, you know?
No, they've captured something like deep in our essence here. It's really
Exactly.
It's true. Just,
Hey, don't worry.
Okay.
okay.
With my big wet eyes.
Awesome. And then we have Gumby.
Oh, I hate this, by which I mean I love this. This is beautiful.
Gumby normally is not dripping like that, so it's a little different to see him like that these days.
Some real wet clay going on.
Something damn wet happened to him. It's not normal, but I mean, I guess it had to happen. Thank you.
Now this is besides the point, but this is also genuinely how Eddie Ramirez looks.
I mean, yeah, you drew him like that. You haven't drawn in 2 weeks, and this is what broke you out of your art block? Let's go!
Awesome! I'm so glad! It looks really fucking good!
It's difficult to say if this is bad or good, but I'm happy for you. Oh, that was awesome. Thank you all for the wonderful art I got to look at and clap my hands about. Well, that's the stream.
What a stream it's been.
Wow, what a stream is that?
I was like trying to do 3 different things at once and none of them came out right. I like veered towards the room, wow, what a story mark, and then had to take a sharp left turn to 1-2 oatmeal.
A new guy has just been created.
It's not good that he was born, but I mean, I guess he was born today.
It's just like the dragons being hunted by predators. It's just the way of nature, you know?
It's just like the dragons invading Dave & Buster's. We gotta go to Dave and... We don't have to, but it might be fun to go to Dave & Buster's.
We can't go to Dave & Buster's. I don't know the name of it. There is also another, like, Dave & Buster's-like vicinity near me.
Dave &
Vicinity
Buster's got
facility.
roguelikes? Let's go. What do they even fucking have at Dave? Dragons.
They do have dragons.
Dragons.
We walked through a Dave & Buster's. Remember when we went out with friends and it was scary because it was so big.
But one, I was too laser focused on the other things that we were there to do, like Rainforest Cafe, and 2, there was too much going on and I was not trying to focus on it that I couldn't focus on anything in there.
Mm-hmm.
It was a loud-ass Dave & Buster's.
Honey, I've got bad news about all Dave & Buster's.
Well, I mean, if I go in knowing it's gonna be a loud-ass Dave & Buster's, it's fine.
It will be a loud-ass Dave & Buster's. That is their default state of being.
Yeah, but I didn't know that last time, so it was mostly just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna tune out for a bit until we leave.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the stream for today.
I hope you liked it.
It ended up being longer than I thought it was gonna be, but it was a lot of fun, so I'm happy. Stream tomorrow afternoon, probably also of similar length. I'm just gonna do a bit of Warframe before Scorpy does Frogger. They dropped a new weird guy. He's got fat thighs and no ass, and he's got big hands. And I want him. And then I'll raid Scorpy and we can look at Frogger. And then Mario on the weekend.
Mario!
Just as an advance heads up, I suppose. As of next week?
Literally a week from today.
No, I mean as of like the start of next week, probably no streams for like a week or 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then streams will be like a little scattershot because I'm gonna be at Puzzle. But there'll be a couple.
Mm-hmm. There'll be a couple. We've got at least one that we are contractually obligated to do. No, not actually contractually obligated.
No, we just been meaning to do it for a while, and every other chance we had to do it, we ended up following through on our plans. No, not Balan. That's a different contractual obligation.
No,
that's a different one.
There's a lot of things we need to do to be ready for Balan. Here's my stipulation.
Hi.
And, you know, we might not be able to meet this because it requires a lot of things to happen before this can happen.
Yep.
I want a fucking couch to sit on when we have to play Balan. If we're going to co-op speedrun the entirety of Balan's own Wonderworld, I want to be sitting on a comfortable couch in my nice home with my fucking wife.
Hi.
Hi!
I mean, I suppose also if we need to, like, compromise, I think we can technically do that through, like, Steam Play Together or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I do also want to play this on a stupid couch. That'd be good.
It'd be good.
At some point. I already said this somewhere. Any chance of another Golden Idol stream? Yes! I want to get back to that. Mike's work schedule and my schedule are at the moment very different. And so, like, we haven't been able to just because, like, of Mike's work hours, and then, like, every time I've been like, let's try it here, something else came up for us. And also, like, next month, I think he's gonna be pretty fucking busy with work.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually, it might, unfortunately, be in October, but that's life sometimes. I want to fucking get back to it. I gotta finish the DLC. Yeah, eventually. We'll see when.
It'll happen one of these days. I don't know why I'm saying that. I have nothing to do with it. I just like to watch Golden Idol.
You sure do, hon. We love Peter Batley, and
Oh, he would fight the tiger and win.
he did.
I can't stop saying that to my wife now. Thank you,
It's
Golden
true,
Idol.
you do keep saying it to me.
I say it to you the most, but I've been saying it just in general, and it's a problem.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad it's my special treat that you say it to me the most.
Because you're the only person I know who understands what the fuck I mean by this.
Smile. We also gotta figure out what other stream stuff we're doing in the nearest future. We figure it out.
We figure it out. There's a couple video games, and we would like to play them.
Oh, good lord, are there a few?
I can think of, like, 3 top of mind that we either want to start or go back to in, like, the relative near future.
We've got stuff that we want to start doing again, and we're still doing Sunshine, and there was like a couple things that we wanted to start, and lately I've had a hankering for fucking Fallout or some similar RPG. And I feel like I was about to say something really funny, and I don't remember what it was. And the most I can think of is I want to throw bricks, but that's not it.
We could throw some bricks if you want.
Can we?
Honey, we can do anything you want to, and I'll make it happen because I love you.
Can we?
Yeah.
Oh, I love you so much.
I love you.
Alright, I gotta go end the stream because I gotta go throw some bricks with my wife, I guess.
Yippee!
So I'll probably see you tomorrow then, either on my own stream or on Scorpy's stream. So have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure you're taking care of yourselves and taking care of the folks around you. We see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, honey, I gotta tell you, throwing bricks with you is fucking awesome.
It sure is, honey.
Yeah.